Hello, everyone. Welcome to College of Lore. My name is Kate,
And I'm Jill.
and we are very excited today. We're streaming most of our first sessions playing the Alien RPG. We have some guests with us today. First and foremost, our guest GM, Shawn. If you want to wave. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for agreeing to GM this session for us. We
Absolutely.
also have a couple of players with us. So we have Jason. You can
Hello.
wave, Jason. Hi, that's Jason. You've seen him before. He played D&D with us one time. And that's it, right? Once on the
Yep,
stream?
just
Cool.
once.
And Shawn also played Kids on Bikes with us.
Yes.
And last but not least, we have James Tilley,
Hey everyone.
who we call Tilly.
It's fun.
And this is his first time, but he's been an avid College of Lore viewer, so we're very glad to have you here. Yeah, so we're ready to get started. We just chose our characters, and Shawn's gonna take us through sort of a general intro to the game and then get us started.
All right, great. So, cool. Welcome, everybody. We are, so today we are playing the Alien RPG. This is a fairly recent game from Free League Publishing, and it is set in the same universe as the Alien and Prometheus films. So it is a dark, hard sci-fi universe which is filled with vicious monsters and even worse humans. And we today we are going to be playing. We're going to be seeing a group of a mismatched group of regular people who get caught up in horrific happenings on the mining colony of Darius 12. Now, the way that the game is played, via a D6 dice pool system. So if you've ever played Shadowrun, the original Star Wars RPG, any game from White Wolf, you're used to this. Rather than rolling a single die 20, you're rolling a whole bunch of dice, in this case D6s, and you're checking each of them to see if they've gained you a success. Now, in the Alien RPG, rolling a 6 on any one of the dice you rolled gives you a success. So, kind of, Kate, can the audience see the chat bar right now? Some of the sample rolls we have on it?
Oh, let's go over there. Yep, here we go. So yeah, I'll show, like, there's that first one of mine that has a bunch of black blank boxes, no successes. But then Shawn rolled one right under that, and you can see this little symbol here was a success. Yeah. Are you rolling again? Whoa. Are you there, Shawn?
He looks frozen.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Shawn.
He needs to run us through the scary stuff.
Oh, his computer just reset. So
Okay.
we'll hang out and wait for
Yeah.
him.
So, in case anyone's wondering, yes, I am wearing a comforting budgie onesie because I feel like I'm going to get stressed. So I'm just going to, cute it up while I live in fear. That's how I deal with it.
Yes.
I'm already like turning red from nerves. This game has secrets, and I am very not good at games with secrets.
Yeah, each of us has been given a hidden agenda. I'm showing my character sheet right now on the stream.
Okay.
What's up?
I was looking at the stream.
Oh yeah,
so
no, I'm not going to show. And actually, I don't believe that you'd be able to read it on the stream because
Right,
the text
yeah.
is so freaking tiny. But yeah, I'm just showing my character sheet right now. So my character's name is Al Hollis. He's a rugged and shaggy dude. He's built like a tank, apparently. So yeah, and then This is a fully Roll20 integrated character sheet. So if I want to roll like medical aid, for example, I can submit the roll here, and then it shows up down in our chat. Ooh, I succeeded.
With the yellow rolls there, it looks like there's ones with the plus, which is the 6. And is that like a little face hugger symbol to show a
That's
1?
what it looks like. Yeah, that must be ones for the negatives.
That's absolutely a face hugger, yes.
Wait,
I
but
love it.
that's different than the ones, because there's 2 different symbols in the yellow. There's a face
Yeah,
hugger.
that's what we're saying. Like the face hugger is the 1, and then the plus symbol is the 6.
Oh, right, because these yellow dice are additional dice that you roll when you're stressed out, and they can be successes or they can be bad. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. That's a great way to show that something awful's happening.
Yeah.
Little face hugger symbol.
Those are never good.
All right.
Never good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
Good. I forgot that my computer, after about an hour of FaceTime or video chat, sometimes it just restarts.
Oh.
This is something we actually first encountered it when we did Kids on Bikes with you guys,
yeah.
and I just don't do a lot of voice chat on this computer, so that's no fun. All right, so it sounds like you guys were explaining the system to the viewers pretty well, though.
I kind of showed them my character sheet, and then I don't think we talked about how you gain the stress, but it's that second little bullet point there. So basically, it's like if you don't like how your roll turned out, you can push, which allows you to re-roll all of the dice.
All of the dice that missed. I mean, normally you'd only push. Normally you'd only push if you didn't roll a success to begin with.
Right.
But there might be situations where you want to roll a lot of successes, and you'll push even though you've got some successes already.
Right.
Also, important note: there's lots of ways to gain stress beyond this. This is the player-facing way to gain stress.
Right.
I assume that we'll eventually get lots of stress as the day goes on.
There's a good chance of that. Now, you also have a resource in story points. You each begin with 1 story point. You can spend a story point to add an automatic success to a roll. You will gain more story points by following your hidden agendas. Before play, we've given each player 1 handout outlining their character's hidden agenda. And periodically during play, we'll check to see if people have been proceeding, and we will award story points. Now, this is very important. Story points are tied to the player, not the character. So if you are following your character's agenda, and following that agenda to its logical conclusion leaves your character dead, you then get to take those story points over to your next character.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
So...
And we have some backup characters in case anybody dies.
There are absolutely some backup characters available, yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's get going then, if no one has any questions at this point.
I'm good.
All right then. So let's take a look at the middle heavens. Take a look at the universe as it is known in the year 2180.
Okay.
All right. So this is the known universe, with Earth, the Sol system, being right in the middle of the board there.
Okay.
Isn't that charming? All those dates are off by 100 years. So it is the year 2180. And a few years ago, down on a planet called LV-426, which is down in the bottom part of the board here on the map, there was a incident where a colony called Hadley's Hope was destroyed, and it's not really known throughout the world why that happened. Anyone who's seen the movie Aliens knows exactly why that happened. Since then, there has been a ship from an escape shuttle from the Sulaku landed on Fury 161, which is where the movie Alien 3 took place. But you know what? You guys are way over here. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you're safe on the other.
Fine.
Completely different area.
Yeah.
That's right. There are the three major national governments in this time are the United Americas, which are the consolidated governments of North, South, and Central America. The Three World Empire, which is a multinational body that of which Japan and the United Kingdom would be the major powers. And then there's the Union of Socialist Progressives, which is China and Russia, because of course this universe was founded during the Cold War. But more powerful than any of those, of course, are the corporations. And the planet that you're visiting today, Darius 12, is a mining colony that has been financed by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, one of the most powerful and influential corps, literally, in the universe.
Yeah, they made this map.
But they did. They make many things. Anytime you see a timeline, an article or a handout that says that the year is 2380, make that 2180 in your brain.
Okay.
So here is what you all know. You are en route to Darius 12. Darius 12 is a mining colony. A mining colony was established on Darius 12 about 13 years ago. The planet is a very hostile environment, lots of storms, and so the colony was actually built into a mountain from which they're mining several very useful and valuable minerals that are required for the production of StarCraft and other uses. Now, a few months ago, on January 23rd, 2180, a pirate ship was encountered and destroyed by colonial marines on the Javelin, and they traced that ship's trajectory back to Darius 12.
So that's where it came from, or where it was going?
That's where it left.
Okay.
And 4 days later, on January 27th, they checked up on the planet. Surface scans suggested that the colony had been heavily damaged, possibly destroyed.
Uh-oh.
The Marines were in the process of getting ready to go check it out when they received other orders from USMC Command. There was a uprising in a nearby system that was considered a higher priority, and so they left. Now it is March 12th of 2180, and your group has been assembled by Weyland-Yutani to investigate the mining colony, determine what happened, and most importantly, determine if it is safe to begin resuming mining operations.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, so most of you are here working directly for Weyland-Yutani. We do have a colonial marshal who's with you as well, of course, and they're here primarily to determine what the pirates were doing here, etc. Okay, so
we work for Wayland Industries, not the ship itself.
You are this ship is a Wayland ship. You are all working for you have all been transferred from various positions and tasked with coming here and doing a special mission, after which you will presumably go back to whatever your usual tasks are.
It's like a short contract.
Exactly. So I'm going to. I just shared the timeline with you. So that should be visible.
For those who are interested with the multi-screen, the little 2 boxes in the menu, if you click that, it becomes a pop-out, and then you can pull it out of your window.
Oh, thanks.
Thank
Tilly.
you.
I'm going to make this bigger. Hopefully stream can
Which is why I accidentally did, and that's why my character sheet's not that window anymore.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
Cool. Oops,
all right.
That was too much.
Cool. So you have the. So we have the timeline there. All right. So you are proceeding to the planet. You've come out of hyperspace. Hyperspace is hyperspace what they use in this setting? That's a terrible thing for the GM to say. All right, you've definitely come out of cryosleep.
Right.
Cryosleep is important. Yeah, you've woken from cryosleep, and have had times to prepare yourself before making planetfall. The Lieutenant Rumley is at the controls. She's an excellent pilot, and she's going to get you down there safely. Attempts to hail the planet, to hail the colony as expected, return nothing. That you're getting no signs of any communications, but scanners do indicate that the bay doors are open. So she's planning to bring you down because it's during a storm. This planet has these like really nasty sandstorms, and you do not want to have to land nearby and walk to the colony.
Great.
So she's bringing it down, and everything's going smoothly. And then at the last minute, she yells, "The door is only half open," and jerks the plane up, and there's sort of the starcraft.
Uh-oh.
Malfunction.
We crashed.
Well,
That was the shortest adventure I've ever been on.
Oh no.
space travel's dangerous.
Did Shawn suck?
One mistake and you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, the door was only part open. We tried to get in. Clearly we didn't make it.
Yeah.
Just seeing if he's gonna message me again.
Would it? His stream might improve. I know it would mess up your layout, but if he's stopped streaming video, that might.
It actually,
less.
if he just turns off his video, it doesn't really screw anything up. It's just that we're in a different order, which doesn't really matter.
That's fine.
We usually have the GM up at the top, but there's no reason.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, so maybe we can suggest that.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I think he's gonna have to restart. What's everybody thinking so far?
I was thinking about, I actually read a little novella recently called, actually I'll tell you what it's called in a second, but they were talking about coming out of various cryo sleeps and stuff like that in space travel, and then when they were coming out of the cryo sleep, the author detailed like the grooming they would have to go through after being asleep for 25 years, and like they let me see what this book was called. It was really good. It's called To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. And the book is about instead of the people terraforming the planets they go to, they change their own physiology to match what the planet requires so they can survive on the planet while they do their tests and stuff like that. Oh. So each time they wake up, they're fundamentally changed in some ways to accommodate the planet. So that's kind of what I was thinking of when we were talking about cryosleep. It's just like we'd wake up and we're like all like we have like beards and our nails are super long and we're all like grizzled coming out of the chambers.
Yeah,
it's a good book. To be taught if fortunate.
Yeah, it's
that'd be a pretty scary thing to wake up to. Like wake up out of cryosleep, look around, and there's all these like scary people with like long fingernails.
But isn't that like that's why you need an AI on board to like groom you while
Trim
you're
you as you
sleeping.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the interesting thing about the book was it got into that, and it was talking about how each person has their own room, and when you wake up, you have like a little pouch with all your grooming stuff in it,
Yeah.
and then you would come out of the little pod, and at the end of the room is the mirror, so you don't see yourself until you're ready to look. It's good. It's a really good little novella.
Nice. How's it going, Shawn? Can you hear us yet?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm just seeing what I can do to reduce whatever's happening here.
Yeah. You mentioned that this isn't different than like we play Star Trek RPG periodically, and this doesn't happen when Shawn's GMing that. However, we don't all use our video usually, so
Well, for that, maybe you can turn our videos off because there's no need unless they need to see us.
You may be able to, Shawn, just on your end.
That's what I'm seeing if I can do. All right, there we go. Okay.
If you right-click on their name, there's a disabled video.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at you anymore.
Aww.
All right. Yeah, I know. Sounds terrible. Okay, so as we were,
This is gonna make it so much easier for him to murder us in cold blood.
Yeah, he won't see our sad faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so you hear Lieutenant Rumley yells out, "There's no the door's only half open," and you feel the sudden lurch as she tries to desperately correct the plane, the spacecraft's trajectory, and then there's sort of a screeching, crashing noise.
Yeah.
The whole ship rumbles.
Yikes.
Indeed. So things go dark.
Uh-oh. Hollis is just
Right.
like cursing this whole time.
So time to create new characters, new game.
Ah!
Here we go.
All right. So let's go there. All right. So you should. Do you have a map available now?
Yes.
Right now I
Yes.
see blackness. Oh, there we go.
Scroll over to the
Yep,
there you go.
There we go.
Ooh,
All
let me
right.
see. Okay.
So now I need to.
Oh, are you using the fog of war?
Oh yes.
Nice.
Okay, I
While
see
you're
that.
setting something up, Shawn, a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned in the character sheets that we have some rivals and some buddies. So I'm assuming we've all met prior to this.
Definitely. And if
Crash.
while I'm setting this up, if you guys want to tell everyone who you are, that would be
Sure.
lovely.
Yeah. Well, I already kind of explained the first time that your computer crashed that I'm Al Hollis, and I'm a roughneck. I'm here to check out the mine and make sure everything's all good to go there. But my buddy is Marshal Danny Bauer, which is Jill's character, and my rival is that hoity-toity Conrad Schmidt, which is Jason. So whoever wants to go next, go ahead.
I could go.
Okay, so go ahead.
Uh-oh, it's a Canadian standoff.
Okay, I'll do it real quick. So
right.
I'm playing Marshal Danny Bauer, and my buddy is Al Hollis, which is Kate, and my rival is Captain Vanna Mao, which is an NPC right now.
Yeah.
And let me see, what is my... So, yeah, I'm a colonial marshal, and let's see if I can figure out what else I have, what I'm up to here. Anyway, I guess that's what I'm up to. Being here, helping out. Don't know how to open this window. It's okay. Oh, here it is. Oh gosh, graying hair, a scar along my left cheek, and a stare that's colder than cryosleep.
Ooh.
So, Jason, if you want to
Yeah.
introduce yours.
I am Conrad Schmidt. I guess I'm sort of the ultimate company man on this vessel. I'm described as someone who looks at someone and assigns them a dollar value.
You're the accountant.
I'm the accountant on the ship. My rival is also the captain.
Oh, you guys have that in
and-
common.
Yes. And my buddy is the other NPC, Dr. Yusuf.
Who's like a medical doctor? Is that right?
No, Dr. Driscoll's a medical doctor. Dr. Yusuf,
Scientist?
Yeah, scientists would probably have specializations that are related to mining, which is
Right.
why metallurgical, that kind of thing.
Geology, that kind of
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm Dr. Russell Driscoll, and I'm basically glasses, thinning brown hair, and then I'm impeccably clean, even for being on the frontier.
Huh.
And I'm
Which is-
the. Oh, go ahead, Sean.
No, go ahead.
I was just
Go ahead.
saying, I'm the medical doctor from the looks of it,
Yeah.
and I'm good friends with the captain.
But even your impeccably clean is slightly challenged by having just survived a crash landing.
Well,
Right.
we'll work on it.
But hey, you all survived it, so things must be going well. So when you once everyone's able to get out, you see that the upper part of the loading bay, the doors, like the gate doors, closed from above and below, and only the bottom half had been opened. So Lieutenant Rumley was able to get you in underneath, but the ship definitely sustained some damage. So she is there's definitely going to have to be an effort to repair the ship.
Okay.
Captain Mal looks at it, and she immediately goes over to check the service elevator. You see here, so where it says elevator in the middle, that is a large, like we're talking like 15, 20 feet square elevator platform.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it's designed. This is the top of it, but this is clearly how they would bring up the minerals that they're mining, or any heavy equipment, stuff like that would come through. She goes over, takes a look at it. She says, "Doesn't have any power. We can't use this right now." She looks at the rest of you, and she says, "Take a look around and see what you can find out." She says, "Rumley and I will stay here and figure out how the hell we're going to get this bird flying again."
Okay.
How long is the repair going to take, Captain?
Well, we're going to have to look. We're going to have to look at it first, aren't we, Mr. Schmidt? I'm sure you wouldn't want us to just give you an answer on the fly.
Also, I'm going to look around and make sure everyone seems to have come out in one piece, kind of thing.
Yeah, there are some
Sure.
surface scratches and stuff, some bruises, but nobody appears to be concussed. Nobody has taken any serious injury.
And is it just the 7 of us, or are there other unknown crew that can help with repairs and stuff that will be aforementioned?
This is it. It was a small ship. It's just the group of you. You're mostly here. You've been brought down on the assumption that there aren't likely survivors here, right? This isn't a rescue mission so much as it's a
Assessment. Yeah.
a forensics mission, really.
Right. What's the damage that's been done?
Yeah. What's happened? Are we covered by insurance? Can we restart? That kind of thing.
Yeah. How long until we can start making that sweet cheese?
Exactly.
Is that a saying? Am I making stuff up?
Cheddar?
Yeah. Cheddar.
Sounds good.
Well, I suspect that by 2180, cheddar's been replaced with some synthesized product.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not many of you are making enough money to afford actual cheese.
Some whiz.
Yeah.
Cheese whiz. Some whiz.
Yeah. All right. So, this planet, it has like an atmosphere and everything. So, are we wearing? We're not wearing like spacesuits. Like, what are we?
No, you aren't. So the planet has an atmosphere.
Yeah.
The fact that there's a door open right now isn't going to pose a gate partially open isn't going to pose a life support issue to you.
Right.
The biggest issue with outside would be the particulate matter that's going around. Like if you were out there breathing that, you would it would get pretty hard pretty quick. But in here, you're probably doing all right. That said, you don't see any signs of any lights on here. It's very dark. You don't hear the fans running. It's like the whole place is just like a tomb.
Well, Al seems to be good with machines. Maybe is there some way we could figure out how to get the power going?
Yeah, I can
Absolutely.
look at it. I've got my father's tool belt here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it has some stuff in it that I could use to tinker.
Yeah. It's a good point of mentioning your signature item. Everybody has a signature item, and once pracked, by spending some time using that signature item, you can heal 1 point of stress.
Oh, okay.
I just hold my father's tools in my hands, and the thought of him literally heals
exactly.
me.
And
Nice.
getting home.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. And because I'm feeling very kind, I didn't give you stress for surviving a crash landing.
Ooh.
We're cool.
I don't think that's a good sign. I think that means that we'd be in danger if you did.
Yeah.
Or this has happened many times before.
Yeah, we all wore our seatbelts. That's why.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
safe.
We knew what was going
We were
on.
in our little crash coaches, and it was fine.
Dr. Yusuf points out that there appears to be a stairway at the far end of this floor. This area up here is like the hangar area where ships would come to dock.
Yeah.
So we should continue exploring down. Is probably our best bet.
You're able to fetch some flashlights from the vessel.
Yep. Good idea. And then can I have a quick look at the elevator too, just to see what I see?
Absolutely. So the elevator, again, this looks like it is designed as it's probably a slow elevator because it's like a heavy duty one. You can see that there are some rails on it that are designed to hook into minecart rails so that you can bring carts of minerals right onto it.
Mm-hmm.
The weight grades listed on it would indicate that you could also put like heavy loader units on this, things like that. So it has a finger control. That there's a panel nearby with which lets you select different floors and so on. But it's all dead right now.
Okay, so as far as we can tell, it's just that there's no power. That's the main issue.
Right. You at the moment you're not seeing
damage or
jammed.
anything. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Nothing unusual there.
So I assume this elevator goes down?
Yes, you're at the top right now.
Yeah. So how many floors would we be talking here?
You can see references on it to main facility, shaft A and shaft B.
3 stops.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that could be hundreds of feet or 20
Yeah.
feet. Who knows?
Exactly.
But it's probably going to be pretty far down.
Do we? Oh, go ahead, Jill.
Do we have any self-defense weapons or anything?
Some of you do have. Did you bring some weaponry, or just have it as part of your basic gear?
Oh, okay.
If you look at your character sheet, you'll see weaponry.
Okay.
Also note that it's possible to have multiple weapons. So if you have a weapon already, you can click on the 2 there to see if you have a second weapon. Not all of you have weapons inherently, 'cause some of you are very peaceful people.
Okay.
Of course. Why would we need weapons? This is just to investigate.
Well, exactly.
I have a bolt gun, just in case.
I have a revolver.
I have
Excellent.
a service pistol.
I lack there.
So you don't have any weapon to.
Wait, Dr. Driscoll has surgical tools.
Oh, they considered weapons? Oh, yes. I could
They
probably
are.
throw the scalpel and slash you to death.
Yeah.
Are they not? Yeah, you have
Oh, yeah,
their
that was a
weapon
weapon.
one.
Yep, sorry.
Close combat only, though.
Makes sense.
I'm going to suggest that none of us go off alone. We do know that pirates have been in the area, and we do not know if they are all gone.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't go off alone.
Good call.
And I'm going to check the stairs. Does anyone want to accompany me?
Yeah, I'm walking
Might as
over
well.
to the stairs too. Do we
Yeah.
have like a floor plan or anything?
No, you do not.
That
No.
would have been a good thing for them to give us.
Is there any cabinets or anything around that might contain such a thing?
Yeah, you could sort of take a look. So the cabinets that are up here are mostly like are mechanic cabinets, stuff like that. They're for working on the ships or unloading the ships. There is there are references here to talk to the mine officer before removing certain types of equipment, the mine manager's office, but otherwise you don't see a floor plan here.
Okay.
And before we take off downstairs, would the ship have like a radio kind of equivalent so we can talk to the captain up here
Absolutely,
to give
absolutely.
updates? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it won't have unlimited range, particularly if if you end up going
it's a
really
mine,
deep
yeah.
underground. But yeah.
It's a start.
Now, Al, I believe you have a IRC Mark 50 compression suit, which is to say a space suit,
Ooh.
which provides some armor and is useful in terms of if you need a supply of oxygen, it might even offer limited radiation protection. Is that something you're going to be walking around in now, or are you going to leave it up here and come back for it if you need it?
Do I think that it would be prudent to wear it? Like,
That feels like you're just asking me to answer my own question.
Yeah.
I don't know that he would think. Like, is there any reason to believe that there's
Right. So the primary purpose of it is for spacewalks,
Yeah.
or for working in hazardous locations where you don't have oxygen. Certainly, deeper in the mine, you might encounter something like that. It's unlikely that you're going to encounter it this far up.
Yeah, and like nobody else is going to be wearing one, right?
No, that's true.
So I don't see him as somebody who would wear PPE while nobody else is wearing PPE. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, he's that guy. Okay.
Like if everybody was, he totally would. Or if he knew that there was like gonna be low oxygen levels deeper in the mine, then maybe he would put it on, but I don't think he's going to.
Is it always something you could wear, but just don't wear the helmet? Or is it too heavy of a bulky suit?
Right. It's fairly bulky. It's not super bulky, but it's basically what Ripley was wearing at the end of Alien when she blasted the alien out the lock.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right.
Spoiler for anyone who hasn't watched.
I'm sorry. Is there someone playing this game who hasn't watched Alien?
No, I'm just picking.
Okay.
What about the
Alright.
viewers? Yeah, no, I'm just joking.
Oh, well.
There's like a certain... What's the time limit? I think like 10 years? If a movie
Yeah,
is 10
yeah.
years old, then you can not
Yeah,
worry about it.
the film celebrated its 40th anniversary last
Yeah.
year, so statute of limitations is off.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so so Danny's going to have her hand kind of on her weapon in case she needs it, and then her other hand is like checks her pocket, and then satisfied, she takes her hand out of her pocket and starts down the stairs.
All right.
I follow.
Cool. Let's see here.
Al says, "You guys coming?
Oh, yeah, we'll follow along.
Or are you just
Ralph
gonna
will.
you're just gonna stand around up here, useless?"
Wow.
Foul-mouthed.
Indeed.
Where we are right now, there's no signs of like violence or anything like that.
Good question. As you're looking around, you do see some marks that could be from weapons fire. But you don't see any bodies, you don't see any blood up here. So it's hard to say, because the areas you're looking at where you're seeing it is close to where your ship just crash landed. So,
Do I have anything like some sort of device to capture images on?
I think it's safe to say you have something like that. Yeah.
Sure.
For insurance purposes, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'll take a couple of brief snapshots and I'll follow the rest of the group.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
And should we convince Dr. Yusuf to come down in case they have experience with the mining stuff that's useful to do?
Yeah.
Dr. Yusuf can do that as well. Absolutely. All right. So you can move to the new stairway I've just revealed over here.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
I wasn't first, but I already moved myself.
All right.
I'll just go here. Maybe
I'll get out of the way.
I'll be second.
Oh no, you fell off the side.
Or would it be easier for Shawn's role-playing purposes to leave the Dr. Yusuf up to help prepare the ship?
Oh, don't worry.
No, if somebody dies, they need to be right here.
Yeah,
somebody
you
else.
just switch quick.
All right.
It's like you die and then
behind.
suddenly Yusuf has to run all the way down.
When Danny gets to the bottom of the stairs, she kind of does the hand signal for stop and be quiet, and then listens real hard in case she can hear footsteps or anything else other than the echo of the stairs we just came down.
All right.
Any skittering or clicking noises?
Did she hear anything?
You're not hearing anything yet.
And
Okay.
there's no lights or power, I assume.
All right, so you get down here. Yeah, there's no power down here. So this appears to be. This looks like a central work area. You can see just at the sort of limit of your vision, you can see the next or the elevator shaft on this level.
Oh, I see.
This and across from you, you can see a small office, which appears to be. There's a sign on it that says "Mine Manager's Office," or floor manager's office, rather.
I'll be heading in that direction.
All right. There's also a sign here. There's a door here, and the sign says that this is where the power station is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's the way I want to go.
That makes sense.
Boink.
All right, so you're gonna go that way, and Conrad, you're gonna go take a look at the office over here.
Yeah.
So we don't completely split up, I'll follow with Conrad.
All
'Cause
right.
I know nothing really about the machine, so.
I'll-
One last question though, Shawn. The elevator itself, was it at the top, or is it basically just the shaft down that we saw?
So it is. So this elevator is designed so that when the platform isn't there, some doors close over it, over most of it, so that it's not a big gaping hole.
Oh, perfect. That was the main thing.
Yeah. So yeah. No. This. So this floor here, you do see that the elevator here looks like it is the actual elevator.
Okay.
So this is the floor that it stopped on last?
Exactly.
Okay.
And just to the side of it here, I don't actually have it on the map, but there is. You can assume there is a safety stairway that they use for emergencies if the elevator's not running and you need to get down or up. There is a stairway probably right around there.
Yep.
Right. So that's sort of what everybody sees. So Al, you're playing to. So the signage you see here notes that this power station uses nuclear fuel and that only authorized personnel should enter.
Am I authorized? Do I know about that stuff?
You probably have worked on a few starship engines that have used such things, so you know a thing or two about it. You know enough to respect it, which is maybe the big thing.
Sure. So I don't want to go down there?
I mean, you want to, but maybe you want to, but you just want to be like,
careful,
cautious about it.
Sure.
Do you want your suit? Would the suit help with like radiation or anything?
The suit, it's not specifically a radiation suit, but it would definitely absorb some radiation, I think, yeah.
The likelihood there's probably one in there as well.
Mm.
Would Dr. Yusuf be able to help us determine the safety level here?
Dr. Yusuf could absolutely go in there and could go in there and take a look with you.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, so you two are going to go that way.
Yeah.
All right, let me just...
Does Dr. Yusuf think we should be suiting up for this, or is it okay right now?
She says that the area that is actually exposed to radiation would be behind a door that's heavier duty than what you see here.
Yeah.
So you're probably safe to continue on.
Okay.
So you guys can continue on to the next door there if you want, and then we're gonna check with Mr. Schmidt and Dr. Driscoll. You were planning to check out the mine manager's office here, yes?
Yep.
All right, so you can move. The door has been broken open. You can see the lock. Someone smashed the lock on it.
Okay, I'll take a picture of that.
All right.
Danny Bauer also wants to see in the office to see if anything was like if anything specific was stolen or just kind of checking for clues and stuff.
Absolutely. Okay. So when you get in there, you see that the place looks like it's been rifled through. You do see that some of the paperwork on the floor has some blood spatter over it.
More pictures. Yep.
More pictures, okay. And you do see some signs in here of small arms weapon fire, of like projectile weapons having been fired in this area.
Is it like a lot of blood, a little bit of blood?
Based on the blood, you'd say someone might have got winged here, but you don't think anyone bled out here, kind of thing, right? Like, there's someone got wounded in here or came in here while already wounded, but nobody went full out gory death in this room.
Okay, after taking a couple pictures, I'm gonna just rifle through this office looking for.
Okay.
So I have a talent called Investigator.
Yes, you do.
Is that just me that has that, or is that something everyone has?
You are the only one who has Investigator, which lets you roll observation to get some additional information.
Yeah, could I do that right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So go to your character sheet, roll your observation skill.
Okay. I'm gonna find it, and then I'm gonna... Oh, there it is. And I don't have any modifiers, correct?
No.
Oh. I got 0 successes in case anyone was curious. So yeah, I'm just kind of like looking around. I look at the like marks where the gunshot or whatever shots are on the wall and kind of like touch the powder and like, try and do all this weird hokey stuff, but clearly none of it is yielding any results.
You go,
Well,
Right.
don't forget that if you want, you could push your roll.
Oh, I forgot about that. Might as well.
You could do
YOLO.
that, yeah. All right. So if you're gonna do that before you do that, mark a point of stress on your character sheet.
Okay, I'll mark a point of stress.
And now, when you roll again, you will see you'll roll 7 dice, or you'll roll 1 more die than you did before.
4. So then I just roll again like normal.
Yeah, it automatically calculates it in. It's glorious.
Oh, that's really cool. Whoa,
Yeah,
that's
there.
a lot more.
Well, it's the
one
same number
more.
of dice you rolled before
Oh.
+1.
I only saw 3 when I rolled the first time, but
Oh, no.
I was looking at the wrong thing.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
yep. When you're rolling the combination of your observation and your wits, so you're rolling a total of 7 dice.
I
All
see. Okay.
So
Learning a new
mathematically,
game.
you should have got it right away.
It was just
Ideally.
an unlucky roll.
Okay.
Yeah. But you got it
So
this
I have-
time.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one question that I'm allowed to ask since I got 1 success.
Yeah, are the 3 questions listed on your sheet?
They are. So the
Oh, good.
question I'm going to choose is, what happened here?
All right. So, based on what you can tell, this looks like it is the office, probably not of the head of the overall facility, but the guy who runs most of it, like the second in command kind of thing. And from what you can tell, it looks like somebody broke in, intent on finding something, and you'd say somebody encountered them while they were in here, and there was some kind of an altercation. Based on the amount of blood present, you'd say neither of them were killed in this room. But it doesn't. You don't feel like too much has been taken from here. Mostly, this room seems to be paper and documents. You're not seeing like there's not an armory in here. You're not seeing like a safe, that kind of thing.
So from the weapon marks or anything, can I discern anything about what kind of weapon was firing and maybe who, if they were kind of something that would have normally been found in the station, or maybe if it was the pirates?
So, some of the weaponry fire prints you're seeing here, some of the weaponry you're seeing here does look a little higher grade than what you'd expect. What you'd expect in this type of facility. You'd expect people here to have, the ones who did have weaponry would have maybe a shotgun, a revolver, but you do see some heavier grade weaponry here. Now, people value their 23rd Amendment very, very strongly here, so it is possible that someone has that crazy kind of weaponry.
Okay.
But it's a good chance that this is a sign of pirate activity, yes.
Okay, I'll make a note of that in my head.
All right. Conrad, as you're going through stuff here, you find a shift schedule.
Okay.
And it was dated from late December. I'll remind you, it was in late January that the pirates were detected, and you are here in early March. So I'm going to share this to everyone.
Yep.
All right, there we go. Shift schedule.
It's blank for the record.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I was trying some stuff to see if I could see.
Oh, look at that! That's because it all went put in the GM notes, the secret section. Less than useful. All right, let's try it now. Now, can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Ooh. I want to see.
It's a lot of sick people. Well, that answers the one question I was curious on, is the number of people that are probably here. So,
Yeah.
the other thing I'm going to be just looking for is basically just if this office has a basic floor plan, so we have a sense of where we're going.
Yeah. So the office does. You do see another item here, which I'm going to show to the group. Show to everybody.
Ooh.
So
It's
let me see. Is it? There we go. So this is a overall mine of the map. Map of the mine. Now, it is dated as of December 24th, 2179. It did not get labeled, but the topmost large rectangular area is marked as the
Starship Bay as the hangar base. That's where you just came from. The second large rectangular area is marked as the primary facility, living quarters, processing, power, etc. And then below is the mine proper. The sort of longer shaft that's to the left hand of the screen is marked as Shaft A, and the shorter screen is marked as Shaft B. The shorter side, rather, is Shaft B.
Yep.
And that thing that you see above is just a graphic of the mine or the mountain side.
All right, that's good to have. Too bad Waylon Yutani couldn't have sent it to us beforehand, but we have it now. So that's good.
And with that in mind, we will also make available the side view of the mine for anyone who wants to see it. So this is the overall map of the side view.
Ooh.
Or mountain map. So there you can see. So you guys would be here in the second area right now.
Right.
Now I'll bring you back to where you were exploring in the facility proper. All right.
Were these maps provided, Shawn, or did you make them?
I made all of these on DungeonScrawl.com.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. We tried out Dungeon Fog. Dungeon Scrawl.
It's pretty cool. Do not use it with Safari. If you're running a Mac, use it with Chrome.
Okay.
But it's a neat little, quick, easy to use retro dungeon scroller.
Is it free to use?
It is free to use, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Dungeon Fog is free as well, but like everything that you want to use is behind a paywall.
Oh yeah. I tried several dungeon apps on my iPad in particular, and they're all kind of
Cool. Well, this looks good. I like it.
All right.
So yeah.
So that's where you two are for most. Now let's go over to to our scientifically oriented friends. All right. So as you get over here, so you're coming over to the power station, and you see there are several receptacles here to your left-hand side for radiation suits to wear in there.
Okay.
The glass has been smashed, and they've all been taken.
Uh-oh.
There's also like a dull red light going on in there, just like very dull. It's the first light you've seen that's auto-generated, that isn't from your own flashlights.
So there's a window?
There is a window that you can see through. Yeah.
Can I like peer in there and see what I see?
Yeah. So from what you can see, it looks like the power generation is definitely not running right now. The equipment in there is not running. There is a flashing red light on one panel, which is still running on some kind of a backup battery, probably. You do not see any signs of bodies in there, and you do not see any signs of weapon fire down here.
So it doesn't look like whatever damage happened to, like, kick the power happened in here? Unless somebody came in and, like, manually turned off.
So something like that's certainly possible. It doesn't look like whoever was firing weaponry thought better of firing it near a nuclear reactor.
Wow. That's good.
So we'll give them points for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
So we can, if it's not running, she said it should be safe, but do we want to chance it without radiation suits?
Says.
That's what Dr. Yusuf says to you.
Yeah. Well, doesn't seem safe, but do you think we need the power on? Like,
well,
if we
the
turned
power
it,
would.
if we turned it on and like ran out really fast, would we be okay?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, they're going to need some of the. They're almost certainly going to need some of the equipment down here in order to repair the ship.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go in and try and turn it on.
All right, so you go in, and you go in to check it out. So it opens the door,
Yeah.
and there is a klaxon going in here, but it's like so quiet now. It's like dying, like
Sad
sort of
klaxon.
slow. Yeah, exactly. So let's see if how's your observation? Is your observation good? Because the scientist's is good.
Let's see. Can we both roll?
Normally we let the person who's best
No,
or worst.
I've got 0 modifier for observation.
Right. She has 7 dice total, so we'll let her do this one.
Okay.
All right. And oh, hey, look, there you go. All right. She takes a look around. She says, "All right." She says the the reactor has been knocked offline. She says it looks like, based on these readings, it looks like someone may have manually removed part of the fuel source. She says we are definitely being exposed to a little bit higher radiation than would normally be in here, but we should be fine if we work quickly.
Okay.
She says you're going to need to. She starts gesturing to a piece of equipment. She's like, "This is going to require some heavy equipment to realign everything so we can restart the sequence."
Heavy machinery?
Yes, this would qualify as heavy machinery. Absolutely.
That's where I shine, lady.
All right. So you're gonna like run back out there, find some stuff to bring in, and just start going at it.
Yeah, could I do that? Like what?
Absolutely.
So like, okay, the tools are just around, I assume.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd be able to find some
For
stuff.
maintenance purposes, they need to be like available.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And you probably have stuff on you too.
Your father's tools belt, etc.
Yeah.
We will go. I think this is an appropriate time though for you to add a point of stress to your character, because you have literally just walked into a leaking nuclear reactor.
Sure, fair. Okay, so I added a stress.
Yeah, and I'll add one to Dr. Yusuf as well.
Oh no, we're weakening our backup NPCs already. Do you want me to make a heavy machinery roll then?
Please make a heavy machinery roll. Yeah.
And I'm not modifying it in any way.
I'd say a -1 modifier is probably appropriate here.
-1.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I believe in you.
It's fine.
You can always push the roll if it comes to it.
I have to push. I'm gonna push. So
Alright,
I add
so
another
add-
stress?
So add a second point of stress, and then make the roll again.
Okay. At -1 still?
Oh, yes.
God damn it. Come on. Yeah!
There you go.
2
There you
successes.
go. All right.
Nothing to worry about.
That's fine.
So not only are you able to get it restarted, but you're able to clear things up enough that Dr. Yusuf is able to vent out the radiation.
Oh, good.
And is able to secure the area for you.
Yeah.
So,
I'm like feeling pretty tough, but I'm like sweating profusely.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right.
I'm like, yeah. It was easy.
Okay, so as you do that, the rest of you see lights start to flicker back on in the facility, and fans start whirring up.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Right?
I'm sure this is
I knew he could do it. My buddy.
So you guys can see a lot further now. You can basically see this area. Alright.
My last question about this office. Do we know whose office it was? Is there a name anywhere?
Yeah, it is mining manager. It says floor manager Schroeder.
Schroeder.
And the other question about the shift schedule with all the sick, is there any details about anything like, would this be the place for the medical records, or would a facility like this have an actual...
There would be a doctor. There would be a doctor somewhere.
That information would be somewhere else then, okay.
Med
Yeah.
bay.
All right, so seeing here, you can now see that this door... wait a minute here. Can you guys see my signal? Because I'm not seeing the circle right now.
No.
When I do it. Okay, so the north door, we'll just assume north is up.
Oh, there.
I'm
there
doing
we
it.
go.
Oh,
That's
Thanks.
me.
It's because I was on Fog of War, that's why.
Oh.
So the north door is marked as living quarters and canteen and stuff like that. The door to the east here is marked as doctor's office, medical, and then to the hallway to the south says that it leads to Supervisor Madison's office. Also, you can see that the elevator shaft has now is now lighting up.
Okay. So we could go
We thought
down
we-
to the mine if we want to.
You could, or
Sorry,
the
what-
mine could come up to you.
Oh, right. I guess we can let the captain know that they have power now, so they can start with the repairs.
Yeah, and see how
is it-
long it'll take.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Good work. While we're doing this, why don't you carry on with the mission, see if you can figure out what's going on here, and we'll try to have this ready to get us out of here as soon as you're done.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Great.
All right.
Hollis will
So
ask
we're-
you guys if you found anything useful in the office.
I'll share the shift schedule.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little concerned that I see all these sick people on this list. I'm not sure if we
Yeah.
should necessarily. I don't know how dangerous it would be to go into the medical center if we're gonna
Hmm.
catch something in there.
Mm.
I assume I'd know. I can check to see when I get there what, like, if there'd be a quarantined spot or something. Maybe, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So your options are basically, I think we could either go explore the the people are missing. So I'm going to suggest I go check out the medical bay. Seeing the corporate office, the head office as well, might be not a bad idea, because he'd probably have more detailed records than the shift worker's office.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to go down there.
All right. Okay.
After seeing this shift schedule, Hollis will say that he's really itching to get down in the mine and like check it out, see what stuff's down like down there, see if everything's safe to get going again.
All right.
But I mean, you know, we shouldn't all split up like
I'll just stay
individually.
on one floor for now. Just to make things...
I'm just marking you by your intent for the moment. I'm
Yeah.
not trying
No
to
worries.
push you into disaster.
But he's just gonna voice his desire to go down there soon to check it out.
I give kind of a nervous look at the elevator.
Right.
Keep walking.
It's fine. There's a stairwell too if we get stuck.
Okay.
The fact that almost half the shift went sick is kind of puzzling to me. So that's why I think that's
Well,
probably
I
the best idea.
mean, yeah.
Also, yeah, this area here, this big empty space you see, this is filled with shelves, and there are some loader units, like, you know, if you think the unit that Ripley's using at the end of Aliens, some of those things are here as well. Like this is where the primary, where the supplies that are sent down in the mine would be, sort of the central requisitioning area.
Oh, sorry. So can I go and sort of do some accounting there? Just see what's there, see what's in working order.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
See how much the stuff costs.
Inventory.
Yeah,
I'd also
they're not using it right now, right? So we could reallocate this stuff somewhere else.
Is there enough room if we all was wearing one of those mech things? Can we all fit in the elevator while we're each wearing one?
that elevator could probably comfortably hold 3 of those units.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
And then I would have no idea how to pilot one.
Yeah, I'm not getting in one of those.
I am.
Me too.
I'm not covered for that.
I'd also suggest to the captain and the pilot if the equipment down here might be useful in trying to repair.
Oh yeah.
Like if they have to pick the ship up or move it slightly or jam the door open better, they have equipment down here that might be useful for them as well.
All right.
They may want to come down. So
They
I can
could,
radio back to them.
they
as
could
well.
come down and check out what's here.
So Dr. Driscoll's going off to the doctor's office. As you get there, Dr. Driscoll, you see that on the side there, it says some med bay, and then there's a sign underneath that says Dr. Daniels.
Okay.
And Al, you're trying to gather people up to get down to the mine.
Yeah.
Which Dr. Yusuf is certainly interested in going and check the mine out. That's why she's here. What about our company fellow is doing the accounting. What about the marshal?
Danny is trying to decide where to look first because she wants to see everything. So she might stick with the doc to check out medical.
Okay. I should say, now that the lights are up, you can more cleanly see that this area was definitely firefighting occurring here.
Right.
Weapons fire. There's signs of weapons fire. There are blood stains. In some cases, a lot of blood on the ground. That's long since dried. No signs of bodies though.
Yeah. We haven't seen any bodies yet, eh?
Right.
Not a single body.
They're very
It's all fine.
cleanly
They probably buried them
pirates.
back.
Yeah. They'd murder everyone and then give them a proper burial and then leave. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So going to the into the doctor's office, you can see in here that there's a. So this appears to be sort of the general. It's not. They don't even have a waiting room here. This place isn't big enough for a waiting room. This is the sort of the. What's the word I'm looking for? Observation room. The
Triage?
This is where he sees people.
Okay.
So this is so you can see here. There's a lot. There's a medium grade medical scanner here. I mean, it's better than a lot of poorer workers would have access to, but it's certainly not high end corporate. There are some posters up reminding people about the value of exercise, and a poster of the human body and all the bones in it, that kind of stuff. Beyond, it appears, is his. It looks like it's his personal office. Beyond that,
So there's no actual
This isn't the med bay.
med bay itself.
well,
There's no bed, and basically.
no, there isn't a bed here that you can see now.
Okay. Well, I'll continue on then, because it basically, if it looked like this was a quarantine spot, if there was some other issue, I'm sure there'd be signage and stuff describing that.
That seems likely, yeah. So you're continuing into his office then? Is that my understanding?
That's my
All right. Cool.
I'll follow behind.
All right. All right. So this appears to be, let's say his private office. There is another bed in here. There is a bed in here, but otherwise it's his desk. You see some photos of someone's family, presumably his. There's a tiny a tiny crucifix on the wall nearby. And you see some. It looks like there's some half-written notes on a prescription sheet, and you can see that his computer appears to have just booted up again after likely having its battery run out during the prolonged power outage.
I can take some time to go through the records and see what's here if you wanted to continue on to the office there, Marshall.
Yeah, that sounds good. Before I leave, could I do an investigator roll again?
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to just kind of do that whenever, or is there a limit to that?
You can only do it once in a given situation. You couldn't say, I'm going
Okay.
to try it again in the same area.
Right.
But
Right.
I'll allow
Unless
it,
I was
yeah?
pushing it.
Right.
Does this count as a different situation?
This
Like,
is a different situation, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
'Cause
this room didn't look disturbed, though.
Yeah, what I'm kind of looking for is if there's any like secret compartments, or if there's like a vent or anything that someone could like crawl into.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you roll
So-
enough successes, you'll see like 3 different things in the room that tells you what his password to his computer is.
Right. So yeah, I'm looking like, is
like,
there
oh.
anything hidden here, and if so, where?
Okay. You notice. Now that is strange. You notice under his desk that there is a small hole in the wall, and it's about 6 inches diameter, maybe. But it doesn't look like it was mined out or drilled out. It looks like almost like it's kind of got a natural look to it. But it's like there's a tiny little tunnel there, and it looks like it's come through some wood and metal, and into the rock beyond.
Oh dear. Would I have any idea what that could mean? I don't think so. Would I?
No, that's
Right.
that's a new one to you. And
Okay,
you've
so
got-
I'm gonna point it out to the doctor, and just kind of say, "Hey, look at this! Look at this here, under here." And I'm gonna shine my flashlight into it, but just kind of show it to the doc.
Well, I'll take a closer look, but I'm assuming I'm equally as baffled. That might be a question for the geologist, because that sounds like...
Yeah,
You
right
guys,
into the rock.
You guys stick your face right up into the hole.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Here
put my
and there.
mouth around it, like. I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I'm gonna keep my distance, just kind of like look at it, and take note of that for later, and I guess head out if that's the only thing that I found interesting.
Yeah. All right. And Dr. Driscoll, you're going to spend a little time there, see what you can find.
Yeah, I'll spend some time, and we can look through basically the computer files to see what... If there's no password, just rifle through the desk looking for like
You
the
can-
sticky note with the password. This is my password.
Yeah, you
today.
can guess anybody's password with like 3 or 4
eventually,
tries. Yeah.
Now, Conrad, don't run away yet. I'm not done with you.
Oh, sure. The
So-
moment I see her leaving the medical office and going towards the
Okay.
medical office, I would take off towards.
So
Yeah.
as you're checking through here, you hear a little bit of a noise, like something's disturbing some of the junk over here in sort of a shadowy area.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I take out my pistol and my camera.
Okay.
I'll just walk towards it.
Dual wielding pistol and camera.
All right. You
Well, I want to make sure I capture. I mean,
I'm
I
assuming I'm
assume it's a
still up
rat
here.
or something, but maybe it's
yeah,
a dead
you
body.
haven't come through yet. All right. So you come around the corner, and you don't see anything here now, but you do see a circular piece of metal, kind of like a hubcap, on the ground, and it's still sort of rotating a bit as if something struck it and it's still settling.
Do I have any sort of method of communicating with the rest of the crew?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, I'm in the
Alright.
I'm in the same room as you, and so is.
Well, you're probably. I don't know if you're observing me.
No, I'm on. I guess I'm on the other side of the elevator shaft.
I don't know if there's like
Yeah.
a small animal around here or what. But there's something moving over here. Hello?
Hello. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I thought you'd actually lost your mic for a second there.
No.
Okay, I'm with you now. Yeah, so nothing answers you. You look around. The lights overhead are broken in this area. Looks like they may have been hit by some gunfire. There's broken glass on the floor. And you also find a small, strange hole in the ground, and it's sort of going straight down. It's not big though; it's only about 3 or 4 inches wide.
It's a baby one.
I'll call over to the doctor and have her take a look at this hole. I don't know about holes. She might have some idea of like what could cause this thing.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Doc, bring your flashlight. Can you
That's
check
right.
out my hole?
Right. That's what doctors are for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Rolls her observation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. She looks at it. She says, "Oh, that's strange, isn't it?" She says, "I don't think that any man-made tool would be likely to burrow like that. It's not straight enough. The way it's almost like it's moving back and forth as it's going through. Quite peculiar." She says, "There are, of course, animals that move in that way, but none that would punch their way through steel like this."
Oh, so this is like how thick is the floor here? Like
The floor here would be reasonably thick because it's got heavy machinery moving along it,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, this thing would have had to eat through a bit. Whatever came through here had to eat through a bit of metal to before it got into the ground beneath.
so this doctor.
Assuming it went down instead of going up.
This isn't a chemical spill. This isn't some corrosive material
Mm.
that got dropped on the floor.
So I don't actually know what this is. And that's enough to make you add a point of stress, sir.
I take a picture of it.
All right.
I don't think this is going to be covered.
All right, so at this point, Marshall Bauer emerges.
I saw a weird hole, you guys. It was like 6 inches. It was under the doc's desk, and you know what my first thought was. But then I got rid of that thought. And especially since this hole went straight through rock.
Is it like this hole over here?
There's another one. So I'm going to come over and just kind of look at it. And I'm assuming it looks like the other one, but smaller.
Yes. Yep.
So yeah, it's the one in the office back there is a bit bigger than that, but it's the same deal, just straight through the wall, through the metal, through the rock, all of it.
What did your doctor say?
Well, he looked at it, we took a peek, but he didn't have any insight either. I mean, I've never seen anything like it before. I don't think he has either. Do you know what it is?
I have no idea. But there was a bit of movement over here just a couple of moments ago. I don't know if a living creature would do this. I
maybe
can't
some
imagine.
like a small bot or something. I've never heard of, like, maybe a mining bot. Are there little mining bots?
It might have been something could have just been a rat or something using this hole to like after it was created to walk through it. I don't know.
Well, here's hoping. I don't want to see what made that if it isn't under our control.
Can I put something over it, Shawn?
Little curtain.
Yeah.
Don't want to
Like
look
a
at
box.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can cover it.
Sure.
All right.
Problem solved. Let's keep going.
and more, see if it's been moved later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put like a little
Yeah.
tiny tripwire.
Yeah.
If it can drill through rock and steel or whatever this thing was, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Can't
Actually,
get-
I'll be slightly smarter. I'll try to put something over it that will make a loud noise if it gets knocked out.
Okay.
Genius. All right, there we go. Problem solved.
tin cans.
Yeah.
Like a string with tin cans on it.
Oh, sorry. So you're in the doctor's office? Is it like a medical unit?
No, it's just a doctor's office. Papers, a little waiting room. I think it's like his exam room, but not much. The doc is back in there, going through the papers, seeing if there's any evidence of whatever sickness. I don't know.
Is there any blood? Any damage?
No, it doesn't look like it. It didn't look like it was touched, right?
All right, we can keep
Yeah.
going. with this.
Also, I'll point out to the group that that if you ever need to send something in chat to the GM as a whisper, you just have to put /W in the chat and then start typing my name. It'll auto fill and then you can send me messages. So you know that, and now you can wonder who's already done that. But yes.
That's good to know.
Ooh, it tested it.
Yeah, that's definitely the first time you've done it, Kate.
We're all in the
So,
same state.
all right. So, yeah, so you are covering this up. That was my understanding.
It's covered. It's done.
Okay, great. And while that's happening, what's Al doing while they're doing all this?
Just like hovering around, keeping an eye on what's going on over there. Listening, taking it all in, but yeah, kind of just being creeped out by it.
Al, could you drive some of these machines? Some of these mechs?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I think before we leave, maybe we'll load them onto the ship if we have room. They look expensive.
Yeah.
Sure.
They'll probably want to use one to move some of the heavy equipment up there while they're testing stuff.
Yeah, they may need it just to even pry
I mean,
the door open.
I'm not stealing here, right? This is company.
Well,
property.
it all depends on if the mine is still functional, right? Like if it can get back up and running, then we'll need to leave this
That's true. That's
equipment here for them.
But everything has a W of Wayland Industries on it. The equipment, the walls, the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, all right. So, Dr. Driscoll, while you're in there looking at stuff, you do see references to
What they were sick with, I think.
a persistent stomach flu, apparently, or lots of people were having like food. It seemed like food poisoning, stomach aches, things like that. Initially, this was thought to be tied to some infested food in the kitchen, some bad food that they had to get rid of. But after they switched to a new shipment of protein shakes, the symptoms continued. These are all dated. These are all dated in the early to mid January.
Okay.
Okay.
And when was the pirate thing? The pirates was... I got the schedule you told us already.
late January, maybe.
Yeah, January 23rd was when the pirates. There is a timeline. That timeline handout. If people want to add things to it as you discover it, that's totally cool. I have some things to add to it as. Let me just make sure that this is set up so you guys can.
It is not.
Okay, so there. Now you can add things in as you find them as well. Okay. So, all right. I'll be with you in just a minute here. Just gotta handle a query or two that have been sent to me.
Hey, Al, you want to go down to the mine after this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Okay. I think we should check it out. See what damage is done down there.
While you're typing, I'll also talk to you, Shawn. But basically, a few stomach flus, but it wasn't attached to the kitchen, so there's no need to necessarily go examine in there.
Right. Initially, they thought it was, but it wasn't. Also, you'll note there is a button on your character sheet. I believe it's around midway up on the right-hand side that says "Make Secret Roll." So if you need to make a roll and you don't want it to be known to the rest of the group, you have that option as well.
So sneaky.
Very sneaky.
You know, this is probably easier to play online than it would be IRL.
In person.
There are certain advantages to this format, absolutely.
Yeah, because for anybody who's just tuned in since we started, we all have like personal secret hidden agendas. And probably, although maybe you don't all know this, but probably one of us is like actually a traitor of some kind. So yeah,
Really?
we're all working to some kind of.
I don't buy
So if we were playing in person, I guess there would just be like a lot of like whispers and stuff like that.
Were we
would
were we sending messages or something, Shawn? How did we do that? The time that we played?
There were written handouts that Rob was distributing.
Yeah.
Which is how I did this because the first time I ran this scenario was for some friends 2 months ago, and I cut out little handouts that I distributed to them at the start of each act.
Yeah.
I don't think that many of them. There may have been one or two secret notes written to me, but there weren't that many.
Right. Yeah, I guess you could
Okay.
just write a little note, but then you have to like visibly pass it.
I've done it with in other role-playing games where, since modern technology, you all have a cell phone. And just kind of be like, I'm looking at Facebook and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, how it all works. Which no one caught. I'm assuming Jason didn't catch in the game I had with Camille and them the other day, or a few months ago.
Well, I think you're shifting that entire game. But that's,
I was shifty at all. I was totally
I mean,
shifty.
my character not so much. I'm going down to the manager's office, I guess. Maybe the doctor would like to join me.
Which doctor?
Yeah.
Well, the mining doctor. My doctor. I mean, that other guy's fine.
Yeah. I'm just here to see if they're sick, and then once I've got the rest of the like kind of assessed the sickness and stuff, and then I will wander out.
Don't read that. That one didn't go secretly.
That one didn't. Oh,
So
wrong
that's-
slash.
Okay, I'm
Oh
not
well,
looking at it.
never mind.
Is-
Ignore.
That one's for Tilly?
That
I'm
one's-
not looking.
that one- Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't read it.
No,
Oh,
I
let's-
scrolled up.
I'll roll stuff to like block it.
Yeah, everybody roll a bunch of stuff. Oh, we're such honest people. I saw the W. I was like, I didn't send a message.
Yeah, that ain't for
Yeah.
me. That ain't for me.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
So-
it's done.
Cool. All right. So there's a group of you who want to go down to the mine now. Looks like ready to do some
Yeah.
exploration down there. All right.
Sure.
Oh,
Can I get in one of those thingies? You know.
Yeah, absolutely. You can bring one of them down with you.
Yeah. Does anybody else want
Yeah,
one?
Can I bring one? Can I get in one? Would I know how?
It's going to be difficult. I mean, it's a heavy machinery roll to use it.
Oh,
and it's
What's
not-
your
it's
heavy
not-
machinery, Jill?
I don't know if I have it. Do I have? Oh, I do have it. I have a big ol' 0.
Okay, well, that's not Negative.
Not a negative. But I mean, does anybody have negative for anything?
Can I give a quick, like, tutorial that's not nearly comprehensive enough and just, like, assumes that she knows way more than she does?
Sure. All right. So while they're messing with this, are you going to go take a look at the supervisor's office?
Yeah, if Dr.
Jason?
Yusuf wants to come with me, that would be great.
All right. Cool.
Not that I'm scared to go alone.
No, obviously not. All right.
So it's good to have witnesses, you know. Someone else
Absolutely.
can back me up on my claim in my
Absolutely.
report later on.
All right. So taking a look in here, it looks like you've got this is the sort of where the receptionist's office would be, or this, and then you see off to the side there is a glass wall, like heavy reinforced glass wall with a door, and that's the mother console. That's where the over here, this would be where the computer is, the central computer unit. Over here, this says there's a sign on it that says Supervisor Madison. So that would be the private office from the looks of things. There are on the side of the wall here. You see a list of the recent memos to the group. Notably, there is a memo regarding unauthorized exploration, which is dated December 14th, 2179.
December?
Yes. I'll show that to everybody. Oop. Then there so you see that other than the memos that have been posted on the wall here, though, this area is pretty clean. There was signs of gunfire, some bullets fired into the door there, but like the door that you passed through. But beyond that, this room doesn't look like it was penetrated during whatever raid happened.
I will stealthily check for holes.
You do not see further signs of holes that should not be here.
Okay.
You do see the mother unit clicking and whirring. The doorway to Madison's private office is glass, or appears to be glass, but it's a fogged glass, and the door is locked.
Okay. So do I have access to Mother from here, or do I have to get on the other side of this door?
You'd have to get on the other side of the door, absolutely.
Right. Okay. Well, is there a tool around that I think I could use to break this lock? Or maybe I could ask someone just one of these.
I mean, your gun could do it, but otherwise, if you're not wanting to be that open about that, you could probably go back into the area and find something like a crowbar or something.
Yeah, sure. I'll go get a crowbar.
Okay.
I was going to suggest the assistant might have something in her desk, but
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Yeah, you work at it a bit with Dr. Yusuf's help, and you're able to open the door to the mother chamber. So this area is much cooler. Like you can feel that even in the 15 minutes you've had power running, it's already noticeably cooler than the rest as the fans have come online in here. And for those who don't recall Mother from Alien, it is the very cutting edge of future computers as imagined in 1978. So there's a lot of clicking and whirring and line printouts and so on.
So so the mother console is here.
It is voice activated too, is it not?
It is voice activated to a degree. Absolutely, often the more intense operations may require you to make some entry, data entry. So, are you just looking for surface level info here, or are you trying to dig a little deeper into what's going on with Mother?
Well, first off, I'll try to figure out if Mother's operational.
It is back online. It was out of commission during the prolonged power outage, but it is running again.
Okay. Well, can I ask Mother what its last command, few commands were? What were the last few things that it did before it shut down?
It notes that it was. It notes that it was sending. There's communication logs of outgoing messages.
Yeah.
There was a message on. Let me see here. There was a message on January 21st of a pirate attack.
Oh, okay.
And on January 16th, there was a message sent out that the mines were closed off and that colonists were quarantined in the base. And on January 7th, it notes that there was a transmission, an encoded transmission, noting that that unauthorized mining had occurred in the beta shaft against the rules, and they had broken way into some massive natural caverns and discovered strange artifacts.
Ruh-roh.
Now, give me a Comtech roll and see if you discover something more than that.
Okay.
So recall, Comtech is something you're pretty good at.
Hopefully. So I just click on Comtech and I'm good to go?
Yeah. It'll ask you for modifiers. No modifiers required here.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Look at that. All
Oh
right.
my
Did
god.
I do good?
Yep.
Yes.
You got 4 successes.
That's almost
Yeah.
a Yahtzee.
All right. So as you're examining this, you realize that somebody has sabotaged Mother. You would say that the sabotage was probably sometime in early January, and the sabotage took such a form that, well, all of these messages were nominally sent and show up in the logs as having been sent. It doesn't look like any of them were actually transmitted. Instead, it was just transmitting situation normal, nothing to report.
Oh. Where would these messages have normally gone?
They're normally just periodic messages that are transferred. They're beamed outward and are basically picked up by relays. Relays that are conveyed to passing ships. So any whaling ships that are passing through an area are automatically passing these messages back and forth. So somebody did this. Now, because you rolled lots of successes, I can tell you that it appears that it was done under the account of Dr. Daniels, who was the lead doctor here. But
you can also tell, because you rolled 4 successes, looking through security logs, you can see that there were a lot of it that Dr. Daniels, prior to that login, had a lot of failed password entries. So you think someone
Hacked
may
his
have
account.
may have hacked his account. Yeah.
Mm. All right.
Yeah.
Now,
All right.
it was me and the doctor here that are in the room, right? No one else.
Yeah.
No, we're like
Right?
going down into these closed off mines.
You guys already left me?
Yeah, we're going down into the closed off mines that are not at all full of alien life.
Yeah, just head towards
Yeah.
Tunnel B. You should be fine.
I do actually want to go to Shaft A if that makes.
Mm-hmm. This also seems like a good time to point out to you all that those units are not designed for combat in any way. They are loader units.
How easy are they to get in and out of?
As I recall, they take you strap yourself into them. You're exposed. Like, I mean, somebody could shoot you in one. But the whole power up process probably takes about 20 seconds.
But like, how fast could you get out of one if you were in it?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Memory serves, it was easy to get out of.
Ripley got out of one with a like frigging air when it was about to be sucked out in air.
Right.
So pretty easy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just bring them down.
Okay, that's cool.
I'd also
So-
assume. Go ahead.
Nope.
I was just going to say, I assume that once the elevator fires up and all the machines fire up, it's a little bit noticeable of others on this floor that they've started to leave without us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you guys want to come down? Did you want us to wait for you? Did you tell us that?
Well, I'll chime onto the radio where you're going, so we don't. I thought we were sticking together, but
Yeah.
Oh,
or-
well, we can wait a moment.
Yeah, well,
are you coming?
You can come down if you want. We're going to check down Shaft A first.
All right.
Check out the integrity of the mine. See if things are still functional, as per our mission. As per our mission directives.
Yep. All right. Put a slash in front of my W this time rather than W in front of my slash.
There we go. Has Schmidt come out of the office yet?
Yes.
Hey, Schmidt, you find anything about pirates in there?
No pirates. Mother's back online. I went through the logs. I'll basically tell you. I'll tell the group pretty much everything except that you guys heard, except for maybe that part about artifacts. That sounds
What
like
about the part about the pirates?
well, I mean, there was some communications that went out that apparently did not go out because Mother was hacked by someone.
Hacked?
I didn't think that was possible. But
Yeah.
I guess someone had the capacity to do that.
what I've discovered is that the people who were out sick, the doctor originally thought it was some kind of stomach bug, maybe attached to one of the meal supplements, but they tried something else and they still had symptoms. So it may be worth checking where the crew quarters are, because they would have been probably bed rest because there's no proper medical bay here.
Danny spits out her the meal replacement she found and just throws the. I'm just kidding.
One of the communications that
Make a
went out.
stamina roll right now.
Okay.
No, you're good.
Oh.
One of the
All right.
communications that went out on January 16th is that they had closed off the mine.
Yeah.
So
All right.
it could be dangerous down there.
Okay.
The January 16th and January 21st notes that he told you about have been added to the public timeline.
Thanks.
Yes. The pirates did attack here on the 21st.
All right.
So it's good to know that it might be dangerous down there, but that's why we're bringing these things.
Mine just like the arm is just like when I'm like trying to like stop it from doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be driving this.
All right.
Did we want to check the crew quarters? I imagine that's where we're going to find...
Oh, the bodies.
We haven't seen a body yet. So.
Did you mention the quarantine thing? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe... I think...
Yeah, I mentioned they closed off the mine on June 16th. I know that there was some miners that were digging, in unauthorized areas, I guess. I don't know if they, came in contact with a virus or something that got them sick.
Yeah, I think one of the messages that I heard that you heard, like not my character, but me, Kate, was that the crew was quarantined up here after that as well, right? From sickness?
Yes, once they closed the mine. Yeah, obviously, yes.
But that was from a sickness, I think, was it not?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Supposedly, they didn't find an actual cause. They thought it was the food, but it was not.
Right.
I think after this information, my character would want to check the sick bay area.
You were already you were in the doctor's office. You want to go check the
where there might be like bodies.
Okay.
Where they might have been recovering or whatever.
So you want to go up here towards the crew quarters?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, Al, just do you want to come with us? We're gonna check this out right quick before we go down there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd
I'm just
suggest
going
that
to go
too.
back to the doctor's office.
All right.
I'll meet you guys back at this elevator.
All right.
Okay. Careful, there's a hole in there. There's a bigger hole.
It's even bigger.
I'll put something over it.
Okay.
All right. So moving in here, this area you can see heavy firefighting in this area.
Oh, jeez.
Like up here?
Yeah, you can see several sides. It looks like there was probably like the crew made a stand here, maybe. I mean, it's a narrow corridor. There's not a lot of cover. It would have been a killing ground. There are some of the. Is anyone going with Marshall Bauer here? By the way.
Oh, for certain, yeah, because I'm interested in what happened to the crew.
Okay, the right. So you're heading through here. You see some signs. It looks like a frag grenade might have been used in here at one point. There's like a whole bunch of the wall is just eaten away.
Wow.
Are there holes?
Not of the sort you saw before. No.
Okay.
Up ahead at the sort of intersection here, to the left, it appears that there are several shower stalls and bathrooms. And to the right, you can see this appears to be the crew quarters, and it's like a whole bunch of bunk beds kind of situation. You can see, based on the way the room is, it looks like the beds were normally more spread out, but instead the majority of them have been crammed towards towards where you guys are. They've been sort of crammed together, and then there are a few beds that are at the far end of the room, and they've been given plenty of room from everybody else.
Oh, okay, so they're crammed. They're crammed, but they're not like upright. Like you could still sleep on them.
Like
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's not like a barricade. It's like someone like
was trying to create space between these two groups of beds.
Yeah, because some people were sick and others were not.
Social
So.
distancing.
Social distancing, yes.
There's also it looks like a makeshift curtain rod has been pushed across, and there's sort of a translucent plastic gauze covering this sector over here.
Hey Doc, do you think it's still contagious if it was airborne, or do you think it would have like settled down?
It's been
like,
a few.
Should we cover up?
It's been months, right?
It's been months, but I'm assuming that if it's some kind of airborne thing without a host, it probably has died off at this point.
Okay.
My players non-making stuff up? Yes. But I can roll a medical thing if you want to.
No, that's fine. That sounds perfectly sensible to me.
Yeah, but you're trying to kill us.
We are all here to engage in a collaborative storytelling.
Okay. Bauer's gonna check, kind of do like a survey, like check the right behind the door and just kind of look around just to make sure there's nothing she can see that would be an immediate threat, and then we'll open the door if she thinks it's safe. Should I roll for that?
No, you're fine. You don't need to. Because rolls can trigger panic.
Right.
Hey, speaking of which, that panic is from one of the fake rolls you guys did. I was like, I see a face hugger there, Kate. Why didn't you bring that up? Basically, we make you roll when it's like really important.
Okay.
So in this case, I think you're okay. You do not see any signs of movement in there.
Okay, so I'll open the door.
Mm-hmm,
and I'll have my weapon and my flashlight, like, just kind of ready. Oh, no, wait, it's light out now, isn't it? Is the light on in here?
The lights are on in here, yes. Absolutely.
Okay. So I'll have my weapon ready and I'll walk in.
Okay. So you go in, sort of looking from room to room. You can see here, the beds that are on this side, that are on the close side to you, are all sort of disheveled. They are all packed really closely together. It doesn't look pleasant at all. And as you're moving, you see something dark in the beds that are behind the plastic gauze, though.
I'm suspicious, so I'm going to move forward and look for any movement.
All right.
And I'm going to say hello.
Okay.
Hey, Doc, got a couple of stiffs in here.
I'll take a look. I have nothing to make me suspicious or panic yet, so.
So the doc comes in to take a look. So you can see there aren't actually bodies there, but the sheets have been covered in blood. Like,
never mind.
blood all over. And what's more, it looks like more than blood here. It looks to you like, in your esteemed medical opinion, it looks like portions of the organs are like just lying there, like the bodies aren't there, but there's like pieces of viscera and of the inside organs. I mean, and of course they've all been rotting for 2 months at this point. The smell is you would have smelled it before you got to it.
Is it almost like someone's chest burst open?
No, I wouldn't say the chest burst open. No, that's ridiculous.
What? That's crazy, Jill.
A grenade went off or something.
Oh, maybe. I mean, it kind of, yeah. There's a lot of blood. This blood, yeah. It's hard to say exactly what happened here. One of the beds does look like it's been partially scorched as well. Mm. These are metal beds, so they wouldn't necessarily partially melted. But notably, while this is all going on, Al,
while they're doing that, while they're calling out, you heard a sudden noise
Ah!
off in this direction.
Oh, okay.
A clattering.
Okay.
The signage indicates that the kitchen and the exercise room and the recreation facilities are in that direction.
All right. So I'll be like, I heard a noise coming from the kitchen. Come on, let's see what it is.
Jill is like, no, but Bauer's like, a sound.
We must
Stand
investigate because
You're a
we
tough
are
Marine. You
we
can
are
handle it.
brave. We don't know this is a horror movie yet.
All right. So
Hey, you, who's there?
clattering. So again, you hear some like some sounds coming from this direction. The door to the kitchen are wide open here. This is the door to the meal hall itself, and you can see the sounds seem to be coming from the kitchen area.
Okay. Should we check it out?
Of course, if there's someone here, we've got to find them.
Yeah, so we go in here first, it looks like.
Yeah. All right. So in here you see the tables. Some of the tables have been turned over, like to be used. Look like someone might have been using them to hide behind.
Yeah.
There is more signs of gunfire in here.
They
Okay.
must have had a standoff, the pirates and the residents. That must be what it was.
Yeah, absolutely. In the kitchen, though, you're moving into the kitchen. Is that safe to assume?
Definitely
Well,
moving up to
I'm-
the door.
Yeah. I'm going to
Okay.
say, I'm going to stand behind the door and be like, come out here. We know you're in there. Just come out with your hands up.
All right. Nothing.
No more noise?
No more noise.
Is there a window
there-
in this door?
There is not. The door is like a push, like one of those ones that opens each way. You just kind
Yeah.
of push it, and it.
Can we do like a scene from the movies and kind of like look at each other and nod and then like kick the door open?
Rush in.
I think you already have. All right. So you rush in.
Are you okay with that, Kate?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you go in. You see here. There's a large freezer. There's the cooking facilities. You do see footprints in. So the freezer has sort of started to leak, and you see some footprints in it. They are smaller footprints. A short or young person, you'd say. And they run straight over this way. And here you see another one of those holes that you saw earlier, but this one is maybe 24 inches wide. It's like a tunnel.
Okay, sorry, can you say did I see a child or just like a form?
You haven't seen anything yet. You've seen
Just
footprints,
footprints.
tiny footprints, and
Human? Like humanoid?
humanoid footprints. Yeah, you can see like a sneaker or something, and they have disappeared into a tunnel into the darkness. It looks like those tunnels you saw, or those little holes you saw back in the other rooms,
But
but
bigger.
it's much bigger.
Is it?
And you can indeed, and you can definitely tell that this tunnel, whatever made this, came in from here. It didn't go out because like the metal and the stuff is peeled outwards.
Oh.
So we think it's still in the room or just not in. Wait, what?
So there's a tunnel into this room.
Yeah.
Right.
You have no idea how old it is,
Right.
and it looks like something humanoid, something human, just ran into that tunnel when it heard you.
Like
the
the
thing that made came
the thing-
out and you go back in.
well,
The
we
thing that
don't.
made that tunnel. Who knows? Who knows where it is? I mean, I know, but I'm not telling you.
No. But I
yeah.
meant like something came through it to make it peel, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
something
At some point in
small
the
ran
past.
in.
Yeah, at some point in the past, it could be 3 months ago, it could have been 10 minutes ago.
Right.
Who knows? Something made that tunnel, and now something human or something that has
Sneakers.
on.
that look just like sneakers ran into the tunnel that was created.
It's that
well,
little
Bauer's
girl. Yeah, let's look
gonna
in.
be like, "Oi, who's in there? Don't make me. Can I fit in there?"
It's 24
Uh,
inches, did you say?
So like,
Yeah, 24 inches, that's 2 feet. So you could probably fit, it would be tight, but you could.
Oh, I don't know if you should go in there. Let's like put the flashlight in and see what we see. Can I flash a light in there?
Is this tunnel on the wall or in the floor? So I'm clear.
It is in the wall,
Wall, okay.
towards the floor.
Okay.
Okay. Low on the wall.
Yeah.
I want to check the cupboards and like the freezer and stuff like that. Like anywhere that a person could be hiding, just in case. I want to like.
Okay. So the cupboards look like they've been picked clean. Someone has come in here and cleaned out the stores. Or had several people have probably. It looks like someone's been stealing from the stores here. The refrigerator. There was a note on the refrigerator unit. Let's see here.
And I'm gonna radio to the other two, or like to the crew, just telling them where we're at and what we see, just so that they know, and if they want to come as well, to come. There was like, there are footprints, like someone's here. Not surprised.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're writing saw footprints. So now there's the cap says, wait, there are survivors?
Yeah, there was someone. They ran into a tunnel. There's a tunnel here. It's got to be about 2 feet in diameter. Is that the word? Diameter, radius? I don't know. Wide. And someone was here. There's footprints. Could be a kid. Could be just some shorty. But they ran into ran in that tunnel there.
Well, I'll make my way to you guys.
So when I shine my light in there, what do I see in the hole?
So you shine your light in there, and you see, maybe about 10 feet back, you see a pair of eyes looking at you. They're sort of a dirty face, sort of pair of blue eyes.
Yeah.
Muscled hair. They sort of take a look at you, and then they sort of you hear them scrabbling, and it sounds like they're scrabbling downward.
Okay, I'll try and be in a gentle, comforting voice, like, hey, don't run away. We're here to help.
Okay, so you're gonna try to manipulate?
Sure. Should I make a manipulation roll?
That would seem appropriate.
Okay. No modifiers?
No modifiers here.
You didn't actually swear when you did it. You should be fine.
I got a success, but I also got a face hugger thing.
Okay, you got a success, but you also got a face hugger thing.
Yeah.
So, behind the scenes, what happens when a panic roll is rolled is that you roll a d6 and you add the current number of stress points you have, and then that gives me the result to look at on the table.
Okay.
Now, as I believe that if you look at your character sheets, a panic roll is one of the automatic roll buttons just beneath your name and your career.
I just
If
rolled
you want to
it.
just press panic there.
Yeah, I did.
All right. And you got a panic of 3.
Big tough guy, scared of a little person.
In the meantime, Jill, chat is asking what your what occupation you are. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
The career of my character is the colonial marshal.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right, you managed to keep your nerves in check.
Oh yeah. For now.
All right. So rolls of 1 to 6, modified rolls of 1 to 6. You're okay. So so the kid kind of looks out at you again, and they speak to you, and it's think maybe a teenager.
Oh.
And he says, "What are you doing here?"
Well, we're here to check on things and see what happened. Trying to see what happened here.
Byra's gonna shine the light over and be like, "What are you doing here?"
I'm like, shh, calm down. Scared.
Okay.
Probably been through some pretty crazy shit. No? There's a fruit fly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing this.
She says, "I'm hiding. I'm looking for my friend Reggie. He's around here somewhere."
Your friend Reggie. One sec. Reggie. We should find Reggie.
Okay.
He's alive?
He was last time I saw him.
When was that?
There was it was a few days ago, maybe. There's a bad man who was after me.
A bad man? What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He was like Davis or something like that.
Is he still alive?
He was chasing me. I had to run into the tunnels.
Did we just find both of our secret agendas? I'll say, listen, kid, Reggie's my brother. I want to help you.
You have a brother?
I want to help you find him.
All right.
Stick with us, and we'll help you find him. We'll keep you safe, okay?
Yeah, we gotta protect you from that Davis character.
Who's Davis?
He's the, his name's actually Davis, and he's the pirate captain, or the pirate leader.
I thought that the
I knew he was
pirates
still
left.
alive. No, I knew he was still alive. We'll bring him to justice.
Okay.
She says,
Push my budgie onesie lower in defiance. Like, here we go.
She says to you, my name is Ronnie.
Hello, Ronnie. I'm sorry I was so threatening earlier. Thank you for giving us this information.
All right. The captain messages in. She says, "Do you have any status update down there?"
Yeah, we found a kid. Her name's Ronnie. And that pirate captain, he's still alive. And he's probably in the ship, and he could kill us at any minute. So, be on your guard.
Okay. All right. I said, "Do you want to send the kid up here with us while we keep an eye on her while we repair the ship?"
Well, we may need her to help us navigate.
All right, but she says, be responsible about it. She says, "I don't want to have to report a dead kid on my report."
And what do you mean there's a pirate?
I mean, every person that we find that's alive is like a bonus, isn't it? Like, we were here.
As long as they stay alive.
We were here.
I don't want to tell them that we had survivors, but they didn't make it.
Right.
Also, on the radio, what do you mean there's a pirate here still?
Well, you know the Talons, the pirates that attacked the ship, like, however long ago. Well, one of them's still alive. He's still here, and he was chasing this kid.
When?
Yeah, when, Ronnie? When was the last time you saw him?
I don't know. It might have been a few days ago. It's all sleep, run, hide. I don't know.
Yeah,
Would you know his face if you saw it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Why would a pirate stay behind? There's nothing here. I mean, it doesn't make sense, right?
Well, there's obviously no other ship here, so someone left without him. Anyway, I'll
Hopefully
assume-
he's
Merchant?
dead and
They
we
left
can
the-
just identify his body.
Sure.
Okay, so I guess... And I didn't find anything in any of the cupboards other than that note on the fridge, right?
Yeah, no, nothing else there.
Okay.
I'll assume I catch up at this point.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. And Dr. Yusuf is coordinating bringing some equipment up on the service elevator to the crew upstairs who are repairing the ship. Lieutenant Rumley came down and piloted one of the loader mechs and
I'll be
brought it
right
up with her.
back, guys. Sorry, the dog is going crazy. You don't need to stop, but I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take a second to make sure the kid's okay, and in a slightly more calming voice than a gruff engineer and a space cop with a gun in his face.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm feeling alone now, so I just wanted to go into the doctor's office really quick. And
Sure.
Assuming there's a, I don't know, some sort of computer there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it portable?
The computer
Do they have
is.
portable computers in this century?
Nah, I mean the rich people do, but technology kind of went backwards for everyone else. So no, it would definitely be a bulky terminal kind of thing.
All right.
But there is a computer in his back office. Yes.
I guess what I'm looking for is if there's any sort of, like, I don't know, monitoring device here, any sort of signs that someone has, done something suspicious on this computer to, like, gain access to it that shouldn't have access to it or anything like that.
Sure. All right. Well, that sounds like a Comtech roll again. So give me a Comtech roll.
Probably Yahtzee this way.
Hey, kitty.
Oh, he's like, let me go.
Fish is so handsome.
All right. 2 and a panic. All right.
Oh,
So roll a panic roll for me there.
sure. So there's gonna be a panic button somewhere.
Yeah, it's on your character sheet. Like, look right under your career. And there's a whole bunch of auto generators there, and one is
I
yeah.
got it. Did anything happen?
not yet.
I'll try once more.
Yeah. There we go. All right, you got a 7. All right.
Oh,
I don't
know
think
what
that's
that
good.
means.
I don't think it's good.
I don't think that's good either.
I believe 6 was the threshold.
Yeah, I
of good or
think he
bad,
said
but
something about 1 to 6 being fine.
All right. A
That was not
nervous.
too bad.
No, you're fine. A nervous twitch.
Oh,
Your
okay.
your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases by 1. So everyone's grateful that you went off and were antisocial, but you can mark another point as stress.
Okay.
So what's caused
Oh
this?
my goodness.
What are you
The
doing?
hole.
Oh, you're back. You're back in the doctor's office.
Is the
Yes.
hole bigger?
The whole. There's so many of these holes.
You got your finger stuck?
Yes. Oh, so for the actual check, did I find anything?
Yeah, I'm sending it to you via whisper though.
Oh, that's
Oh, secrets.
Mhm. While you're typing, Shawn, one of the things I seem to have as a medic is calming present as a talent. The ability to reduce another character's stress. So I'm going to use it on the kid because I assume he's wired for sound at this point.
Yeah, that she and that
She,
that
sorry.
seems. Yeah, no worries. I was deliberately vague until they drew her out, so that's cool.
I think my stress would just be caused by the fact that I'm quite alone and quite far away from everyone else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's
And you
there's
heard
talk
that
of
there's
pirates.
there's like a murderous pirate on the loose.
Yeah.
There's nothing that scares you more than a free-ranging capitalist with no morals.
He's not paying taxes. It's true.
I definitely knew that everyone here was dead and there was no pirates, so I was not expecting pirate
Right.
holes. This is Schmidt is definitely going to share all this information with the rest of you guys for sure.
Absolutely. There we go. There we are. All right. So, is it time for y'all to go to the mine then?
I'm good with that.
Well,
what are
yeah.
these
Where does Ronnie think that Reggie is? Where should we look for him?
She says that. Reggie was. She says Reggie was in the hospital. She was down in the hospital with her, but now she thinks he's somewhere in the mines.
Yeah. Okay.
What about Davis?
He was in the hospital too for a bit, but he chased her out of it.
So by hospital,
could still
does
be in
she
there?
mean the room that Schmidt is in right now, or is there a different area for the hospital?
Oh no. She's very nice, very advanced, very yes. There is a hospital here. Yes.
Okay, where is it?
It's down below.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's go.
Let's go down.
Sounds like a plan.
She said down. Sorry.
What?
The other two doors in the hallway that we passed by, they're just like cafeteria stuff, or
One is
yeah, peek your head in.
Oh, I
here.
see the other side of this.
Yeah. So one of them is an exercise room, and the other is a holovid room. Like it's a lounge.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm glad somebody got your joke. Okay, let's go down. So,
All right.
how long? Is there a point tonight, Shawn, where you're anticipating on taking the break, or yeah?
See, where are we at now? It's 9:53, and we were saying, was it 10:30 was our
Ish. Yeah.
drop deadish? I have an idea in mind. Yes,
Okay.
for a break point. We'll break with Act 1 in all likelihood, the end of Act 1 tonight.
Okay.
All right, cool. So, I think you're taking all of these folks down with you. Is that the plan?
Yeah. Is Yusuf coming with
yes.
us? back up.
Yusuf will come along. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Alright.
ask Ronnie if she knows what made the tunnels,
Oh, the holes.
the holes, yeah, that she was crawling in.
Right.
She says there are things down there. They don't seem to they've never noticed me. I just hide in the tunnels. But there are things down there.
Things? What do you mean
No.
things?
Well, kind of things.
I don't know exactly what they are.
Are they friendly things?
No.
But they don't notice you.
I'm small, I guess. I don't know
Hmm.
what it is.
Okay.
All right, so.
That's weird. A
Mhm.
little creepy,
How
Ronnie.
many? How many things? What's the kid's name?
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Ronnie. How many things?
There. I don't know. Maybe a few. I really. I was just here getting treatment. You know.
Treatment?
I was in the hospital. I was getting better.
Better
Wait,
from
so
what?
You know
like, wait a
Dr.
second.
Daniels?
Yeah.
I'm really not supposed to talk about that.
Would do we?
Dr. Daniels. Yes, I know Dr. Daniels. Yeah.
Was he a good doctor?
Yes, I think so.
Were there kids? Like, do we know, Shawn, if there were some kids here?
No, this facility does not have. This facility would not have children at it. This was not a colony. Like,
So when she said she's not supposed to talk about it, was that her answer to what she was sick with?
she did say that to that too. Yes.
Were they testing on you?
No. It's just a very, very good hospital, very advanced. I really, really not something I'm supposed to talk about.
Okay.
Can I do an investigator observation roll on her? Does it not work like that?
It could.
I'll tell you my intent. I would like to see if there are any details out of place or out of the ordinary about her. But if you don't want me to do it, I won't do it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I will roll with the punches. So give me your observation roll.
Okay.
Besides, you might have a panic roll.
Exactly. Did it work? Oh.
You got 2 hits.
You got 2 successes. All right. So, all right. So, what were your questions?
There's one listed here that says, "Are there any details out of place or out of the ordinary?" And I'm like just kind of looking at it, like if there's anything that's like making me
red
like,
flag
is
about her
off?
physical appearance, or
Yeah, like is she bleeding white ooze or something, or like
No, she's not. Okay. So the things that seem out of place. Okay, so despite her being, an utter mess and like all dirty and all this stuff, the way she walks and comports herself, she walks like somebody who has probably been taught poise, and who is probably used to people doing what they tell them to do. She's not doesn't strike you as someone who gets told what to do very often. Her face looks vague, just a tiny bit familiar, but who can tell down here?
Do I get a second question?
You do.
So I have 3 listed here, and I don't know if this applies, but my other 2 options are what happened here and is there anything hidden here, and if so, where? So could I use it to see if she's hiding anything on her person? Like, kind of like, does she look like she's concealing a weapon or concealing like a compartment?
Okay, no, that's fair. Just
I'm
okay.
asking the hard-hitting questions here.
Yeah. She does have a. There is a bit of a. You do see like a little bit of silver peeking out from under her clothing. It looks like it's a necklace or something like that. She's kind of trying to keep tucked away.
Okay.
I accidentally
Alright.
clicked make secret by accident, but I was just doing the just a medical check to see if there's anything. Because she said she's being treated, whether she's got like injury signs or anything like that.
She
The roll went through as a secret because the last roll I made was a secret. So
yeah.
you're making secret rolls, Dilly?
Maybe he was. Okay, so but you got 3 successes on this roll.
That's good.
She doesn't appear to have any obvious sicknesses. Besides, I mean, she's been in this horrible situation for
malnutrition,
a few days.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Right, but you're not seeing any immediate signs of any chronic illnesses.
Okay.
Indeed, she looks like she's in better health than most kids her age.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
the
convinced
heck
she's not
indeed.
human. I'm just
All
gonna
right.
keep my eye on her now.
Yeah.
So
As you go over to the elevator shaft, and it has the entries I described earlier. The facility where you are now. There's the hangar bay upstairs, and then there's shaft A and shaft B. And she tells you you also see a thumbprint indicator beneath that, and she says that Reggie would press that to go to would press that when he needed to go to the hospital.
Oh,
Or
okay.
put his fingerprint on that. Yeah.
So Reggie knows
Sorry.
about this hospital too.
Mm.
Sorry.
Oh
who's
yeah,
Reggie?
he worked.
Reggie's my brother. I'm just gonna tell you
Okay.
guys.
Biological?
Yeah.
Was he?
What?
Did he work here? Was he one of the miners?
Yeah.
He wasn't one of the pirates?
Do we have to keep our secret, Sean?
No. It might make it harder to do things with your secret later if people
Well,
know
I'm
about
trying
it.
to find my brother, so
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
your secret agenda is one that might reasonably pop up.
right.
Uh,
I'll help you find your brother. Don't worry, bud.
Yeah, but like it's good to know though that if we do find him, that can get
I
us
won't
into this
shoot him.
that can get us into this hospital, right? So
yeah.
it seems like he'll
Well,
come in handy, but
well,
it's
the
a little
other-
it's a little bit weird. Like I don't know why he would have access to this hospital.
Is it a thumb scanner or just a thumbprint spot? The button to push.
It is a thumbprint scanner.
This isn't your twin brother, is it?
Try your thumb.
Oh, could I try? Well, wait. Let's go find my brother. If we don't find him, then we can try that kind of stuff. But we don't want to go to the hospital right now, do we?
Well, that
Ronnie, are there-
Divas might be there.
Ronnie, are there people still in the hospital?
Oh, she says, probably some people who are asleep, yeah.
Asleep.
Hmm.
Like
They
cryo?
do most of the... They do most of the work while you're asleep.
Okay. Jeez.
Well, I think if there's people down there, we should probably try to get there.
Oh,
So-
there are definitely people in the mine.
Well, if there's a chance Ronnie's in the mine, he might be the person to get us into the
Okay.
medical to rescue the rest of the folks here.
Let's go down
Let's
to the
go.
mine shaft A.
Yeah. All right, so you're going to go down to mine shaft A?
Yeah.
Cool.
Here
Alright.
we go.
So the...
I'll tell the captain.
all
Never
right,
mind, shaft A.
You're probably going to lose radio contact from here. It's like, come up closer to the surface if you need to talk to us.
For certain.
Let's do mineshaft A, and then once we're done, we'll come back up and give a report. So
Sure.
the captain's not too worried.
Okay.
We can
Makes
sit
sense.
in there for hours. That makes
So,
sense. I'm trying to
the-
time it with my watch.
the mine slowly, the elevator slowly starts descending into the gaping darkness below.
That's what flashlights are for.
You can see now. You see the main lights are coming on in the shaft here
Okay.
as you're coming down. But you can also see that the emergency lights that were down here in case of a cave-in are still running, but they're like at a ghost of their former selves. They're just like these little specks of illumination that were on the verge of running out of power forever.
Oh.
Well, power was out for a while, so
Yeah, Dr. Yusuf and both Dr. Yusuf and Al, you note immediately that you're seeing a lot more of these tunnels similar to what you saw up above, but it's like tunneling in the main shaft. Like nobody is going to tunnel off the main shaft without designated clearance. It's dangerous. It could weaken the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're seeing all these little holes bored in throughout the walls as you're going down. Like, what did this? What could it mean?
The things.
Well, we know it's things, yeah.
If you trust the child.
True.
Well, I think things covers a lot.
Yeah, it's I think I believe that it was a thing.
Yeah.
Something.
Fair enough. So when you get to the you come down to the A platform.
Yeah.
And there's a large painted sign there that says A on it, and as you get to the entrance area, it starts descending downward at a steep angle. Pinned to the wall, like impaled on the wall here, you see the corpses of two men.
I'm gonna be like, are either of these divas? Look at them. Look at them.
She sort of cries a bit. She's like, "Why are you getting me to do that?"
Are they divas?
No, they do look to you like they're from his crew. Like you can see some signs of tattoos in their decomposed flesh. You could probably also see the rest of the crew looking at you a little funny, but you're not one to really notice that. But these do look like maybe members of his crew. And they have been impaled of the pirate crew, yeah.
Ah.
Members of the pirate crew, and they have been run through with. Honestly, it looks like they've been stuck here, like almost like crucified with bolt guns through their hands.
Oh, yikes!
Yeah.
I'm gonna spit at their feet.
Oh my
All right.
god!
Cover the kid's eyes as she doesn't need to see
All right.
her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take some photos.
You see one of them looks like they had the same flu as these other people. Like it looks like he was coughing blood or something out of his mouth. Like there's a lot of blood on the floor in front of him.
Yeah.
And they've been here for a while. They're like decomposing.
I'll try to get her to kind of stay with me with you, the other doctor, to kind of keep calm, and then I can examine the body a little more carefully if you want. If it's not pinned too high to the roof. I don't know how high they were up.
My character's gonna clutch her signature item, her dead partner's badge, in her pocket.
Okay, that'll allow you to remove a point of stress.
Okay.
So you're interacting with your signature item.
Yeah.
Which you can do once per act.
Okay.
All right.
It just felt appropriate right now.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. So moving deeper into. All right. So move as you're moving your way down, you start to see signs of larger. You start to see these larger tunnels, clearly not made by the mining equipment. And these ones are big enough that you could probably crawl through them on crouched feet if you needed to. You also, at this point around here, you find a mining drill, and this drill looks like it was. You're not quite sure what happened to it. It's like the front of it has melted partially. Like it was drilling something really hot.
Dr. What's her name?
Yusuf.
Is this? Would there be pockets of like lava or anything that could have melted this? Or this?
Not in this region. But I mean, even that you'd require extreme heat or powerful acid to cause damage like that to this type of equipment.
Strange. Weird. Nothing that would be natural then to this area, since you know the.
No, not at all. Not at all. You all right, could who has the who's our really observant person here?
I've got the investigator.
Yeah, I'm actually talking about the observation skill though.
I've got a 3.
No, mine's 0.
I have only 2, so yours is probably better.
All right.
Or what is it attached to? Wits?
I have 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Danny Bauer, if you could give me an observation roll right now, please.
Okay.
Remembering that you knocked off stress.
Yeah, I got rid of it. Okay, I got 1 success.
Nice.
All right. And I'm gonna.
Because that goes with my investigator talent, I guess. Is that why I roll so many?
That is well, yeah, exactly. It ties into that, but also observation's just a thing that an investigator would have.
Okay.
But that's not what you're rolling for in this case.
Did I do it right?
I think you did. I'm about to come over here and check. Yeah, okay, yeah, you did that. Okay. So you're moving down. What's the marching order? Who's going first here?
Do you need the new map up?
I'll go first.
I'll come after.
Oh yeah, do you have a map for this, Shawn, or?
Oh Jesus! I've been revealing the map, and you guys
Oh,
haven't been
you
on
just
it.
didn't move us.
That's really silly. Here we go, guys. Oh dear.
All right.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's okay.
All right.
That's easy to miss on Roll20 because as DM you switch, but you have to move that little bookmark.
That little bookmark.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So, so you guys are down here. You just passed the weird tunnel and the
That's one of the big extra new tunnels.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This was definitely not on the mining chart you saw as of a month before things went away.
Right.
I'll stick with the kid for now, and that we can back. None of us have guns.
All right.
Did my observation roll do anything?
Yeah, you did roll, and I rolled something else, and you didn't notice anything, so it's all good.
Cool. All right.
It's probably nothing.
Yeah. Don't gotta worry about it. Didn't see anything.
You're super observant, so.
Yeah. If I didn't see it, there was nothing to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Are we missing a party member, or is this everybody there?
That is everyone down here.
Where's Yusuf?
The Dr. Y.
It's also possible. It's possible to overlap here. So, is Dr. Driscoll not there?
Dr. Driscoll.
No, Dr.
Yusuf.
To Yusuf.
Oh, Dr. Yusuf is not there.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I'll get. Okay, she is there. So I'll just. All right, here we go.
She's our spare.
It disappeared into the
It wasn't the
darkness.
failed observation roll that she was suddenly.
Yep.
Sucked in.
That would have been excellent planning, but no.
If you want,
Okay.
for ease, Shawn, if you want to give me control of the kid and the 2 NPCs, I can just drag them along with us.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'm not going to do that, and for reasons. But thank you.
All
right.
Yeah.
So you're moving down into the darkness.
We've got flashlights.
Yep, absolutely. You've got your flashlights, and there are some lights down here, but some of them, it seems like they're getting slower to not everything's turning on down here the way it should.
Some connections, maybe.
Mm-hmm. But as you're going down, you come across. You hear a voice shout out to you in the darkness, and they say, "Hold!" We've got you. We've got guns on you, so don't even think about anything stupid, pirate scum.
So we'll say, Reggie, is that you?
Reggie? Yo, you're with that motherfucking traitor Reggie, are you?
Oh no.
We're here. We're here to investigate. We were sent, and I'm actually trying to find the pirate Divis. We are not the pirates, but I am eager to see him come to justice.
That sounds just like what a pirate would say.
Oh
They-
Lord.
Their eyes. You see them as they move forward. They move forward a bit into the light, and you see these guys. They do have guns of some sort, and they look like miners, but you can see they have like sores all over them.
Oh no.
No. God, what
Yeah.
happened to you?
You
They
look
said
gross.
They said it's the radiation. The radiation keeps them away.
Keeps who away?
Keeps
Keeps. And then they look at they sort of you kind of hear a keening noise behind you.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And they all right. And there's a figure who's been trailing behind you, and you haven't really noticed them until now. And the lights are coming. They're still sort of shadowy. One of them's like, they're like, oh fuck these two, and they're starting back off. They're like, you stay the fuck away from us.
Oh.
They're telling you to stay the fuck away from them as well.
Yeah.
So now you've kind of got these fellows over here in the darkness.
Uh-huh.
But then there's also this other figure up here behind you, and they're kind of like moaning in your direction.
Yeah.
Jeebus.
You kind of see they're still in the shadows. It's kind of hard to see them properly, but it's kind of like. It's almost kind of like they're moving herky-jerk, like they're a marionette or something. And all of a sudden, they start bending in ways that people shouldn't bend, and you hear this sort of wet cracking and breaking noises.
Oh.
Ronnie,
just
can
sort of-
Jeebus do this?
You just sort of hear a whimper, and they say, "Help me!"
Oh
And
no.
they sort of-
The,
And then-
the figure?
the figure, yeah. And then it just sort of staggers and it falls suddenly like a marionette whose strings were cut.
Oh.
Does it have a pirate uniform on?
Well, you'd have to get closer to check that, but if you'd like to, you certainly could walk over to it and look.
I'm hesitant because the other two were so scared of it. Doc, you ever seen anything like that before?
I'm gonna assume no, but I think if he needs help, we should go help him.
Ronnie,
All right.
you ever see anything like that before? Ronnie?
Who moved me?
She's Ronnie. Sorry, yeah, Ronnie. She's like, oh no.
What do you mean,
no?
oh no?
She says, they're nearby. One of them did this.
One of who?
One of the things.
Oh, great. There's things. Okay.
Like you hear like a loud groaning noise and a shot, and then another loud sort of a wet splunk from the other direction, from where the guys
Oh,
were.
no.
How big are these tunnels?
Well, the dug tunnels, the
Yeah.
ones that weren't dug. You could get into that, and you could crawl at a reasonable pace, or if you want to do a crouch walk, you'd be a little slower.
Okay.
Yeah, but those things made these tunnels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Driscoll, are you going to go investigate this person?
Yeah, probably shouldn't, but it's further away from the large sounds
Okay.
coming from down
I'm
the
gonna
other side.
train my weapon on it so that if it makes a move against the dock, I'm gonna shoot it.
I'm
All right,
keeping my
does
attention.
My camera have like
It's all right. What was that? All right.
I think Jason
So-
wants to video record it.
yeah, I was gonna video record if that's
Okay. All right. So you
feature
get
of my
over.
iPhone.
You get over there, and you see that something has broken all of the limbs in this guy's body and snapped his neck too.
Ew.
You see like burns along the neck, like almost like rope burns around these things, and it's just he's sort of he's still sort of twitching a bit, but you're pretty sure he's a goner.
the med kit, I guess we'll see if like. I assume there's no like grab for a pulse or just see like any idea what could have caused all this.
Yeah. All
Is
right.
he
so-
okay?
Now, everyone should add one.
Yes.
Everyone should add one stress at this.
Okay.
Can I simultaneously hang on to my father's tool belt?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. So I'll stay.
Alright.
I'll stay at 2.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Al, while they're checking out this body, this horrendously mangled body, and what could have done that, you see where you just heard the thunk and the gunshot over here. You now see a lone figure walking out of the darkness.
This is me. I'm seeing this from over here.
Yeah, you're seeing exactly.
Okay. I train my gun on this figure. What does it look like?
It looks like your brother Reggie. He comes out. He's got like he's got a wrench which has some blood on it, and a handgun which and he's sort of coming out warily at you, and he says, "Al, is that you?"
Reggie? Oh God, Reggie! He'll like go hug him.
Says it's good to see you, brother.
Oh, I
Says,
thought
"But
you were.
you picked a horrible time for family reunion, though."
Yeah, I can see that. What's going on
And-
here?
And with that, we will close
Ah.
out Act 1.
Oh god, oh god.
Ta-da.
All right. So, oh no, didn't do it. What? Why are you being this way? All right.
So that was
There we
Act
go.
1.
End
Yeah,
of act.
so- Next time we'll do Acts 2 and 3. So, end of the act. We've got to look at. I got to look at people's hidden agendas, and if you made actions to advance them, you don't actually have to have succeeded, but you attempted to. That grants you a story point. So let me just take a look here. Yes, Bauer, you definitely qualify for a story point. Driscoll, you also qualify. Hollis, yep.
Yep.
And
So that's a story point.
right, so you should already have the story points are to the right
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
character sheet, like middle way. I don't think anyone used one this session, so
No.
you should all have one. Now you have 2.
Cool.
Yay.
And just to let you all think on it before next week's session, I'm going to give you access to your Act 2 agendas now.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, let's see here.
Am I
So,
okay for story points, John?
Yes, you are. I'm sorry. I thought yes, Schmidt, you qualify as well. So,
Wow, we all
Jill,
did such
you're
good
making
jobs.
money.
I love this because in like I'm gonna compare it to D&D because it's like, you know, the tabletop role playing game. But I really like this hidden agenda thing because it incentivizes using your character background in ways to push your story forward. Whereas like in say like D&D, you can just kind of make your background for your character and you can just forget about it if you want. Like you don't need to role play it if you don't want to, but I do like that this kind of really pushes that character role play to the foreground of the game.
Yeah.
yeah.
It also creates that tension between the party members where we all we all have some kind of different goals that we want. And so we might not all just go together to every room, right? Like, yeah.
And certainly, if you're playing this in a more traditional campaign mode, which the game supports both campaign and what we're doing, what is called cinematic play. If you're playing in a campaign mode, you have a personal agenda you set, and that's a way to gain XP. But it's not. You're not necessarily going to be at each other's throats to the same degree that you can be in a cinematic session.
Yeah, cinematics just kind of truncating a campaign into one-to-night adventure.
Right. I mean, yeah, exactly, and it's what happens in it's like Ash turning on everyone in Aliens spoilers, or Paul Reiser turning on everyone in Aliens spoilers. But it's just that moment. So now, if everyone checks Act 2 handouts, you should see one handout available, and it should say your character's name. If you're seeing somebody else's, let me know.
Yep, I got mine.
I'm good.
And if anyone feels that one thing about this style of play, this way, I mean, it's a very scripted style of play to a degree, and they market like pre-made adventures for cinematic format, but it can be tricky to try to write the agendas for Act 2 and 3 in a way that they don't railroad the players too much in the earlier acts.
Right.
Well, I guess if you hadn't written everything ahead of time, you could adjust your plan or something for Act 2, depending on if we went off the rails or something.
Absolutely, you could. And with Act 3, where we're not going to get to Act 3 until next week, I might do that, knowing what I know now.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that is definitely true.
Very cool. Thank you so much. You're rocking this. I'm having a blast.
Yeah, I
Cool.
love this. I love this. I love this RPG. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I think I'll have to pick it up now that I've gotten a taste.
And it's that creepy horror feel is neat, and I'm really digging how Roll D20 handles the character sheets and stuff. That's
Yeah,
a fantastic idea.
it's excellent for new players because it's so simple to just jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Star Trek RPG also has some character sheets with those built-in die rollers, and they are a godsend.
Yep. Really nice.
So this is the same system as the Star Trek one?
No, it is not.
Oh, same company though.
Yes, ultimately, Modifius is publishing
Both of them, yeah.
about 30 RPGs at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Star Trek uses the 2D20 system, which is kind of Modifius's house system. It's also what their new Fallout RPG and what Conan and Mutant Chronicles all use.
They're creating a Dune RPG as well.
They are, and
Yeah.
odds are pretty good it's using 2D20.
I think I read that. Yeah, I think I read that it's the 2D20 system. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Which
different than
is,
this, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah, but is also a very fun system that simulates its genre well.
Yep.
But yeah, so thank you for playing, everyone, and we'll conclude this next Tuesday.
Yeah, so to be continued next Tuesday. Before that, on Monday, we have our next Estercy session. So
Well, that's exciting.
we're
The
going to be
first one
doing
was
that.
fantastic. If you haven't watched it, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
we do have 2 sessions out now, so you can get caught up. They're all on YouTube. And so the next thing is that Monday, and then Tuesday we'll finish this up. So definitely excited for that.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Shawn. Thanks, Jason and Tilly, for playing, and I guess we will see you again in a week.
Same bad time, same bad
I'm
channel.
excited.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'm glad we all
Good night,
survived.
Bye, everybody.
And we all survived. No need for NPCs.
Yeah, so far so good. Knock wood.